G'day, Magpie Army. How are yous all? I'm sure everyone's, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of different opinions about what just happened in Sydney. I am very proud of the boys. It was one of our most inexperienced um, sides going in for a while, and they responded. I shouted it from the rooftops. We're going to respond. I tipped us to win by 45. And I tell you what, after that fucking first quarter, mate, I'm thinking, mate, I'm going to be bragging tonight, but it wasn't to be. Um, yeah, thanks, Geelong Zone. Great performance. You're a legend. I've got Chris Talbot and Ben Zero up on the panel for the moment, and um, just finished up listening to Pies Footy. Yes, Benny, that is Lucas. How are you, Benny?
Hey, mate. Yeah, g'day, Lucas. Sorry, I thought that was him. Nice of him to pop
Yeah,
by and give us
yeah,
some give us some commiseration.
yeah. He's a legend. He's a legend.
Yeah,
Um,
big fan.
yeah. So look, tonight I know. I don't think tonight should be a venting stream. Yeah, we didn't get fucking absolutely belted. There's a lot of look. There were a lot of things we could have done to win the game. Yeah, there was a lot of opportunities that we should have, capitalised on. It didn't happen. We were right in it, right near the end, and just didn't happen. That's just the way it is. But we're not. I don't think we're like a lot of people have been writing us off as totally finished. If finishing seventh or eighth, you think that's finished. Look, I wouldn't say I'd be happy with that, but I'd fucking take that if we finish seventh or eighth this year. I predicted us to finish sixth this year. If we finish, seventh or eighth, maybe ninth or tenth, I'd be a bit like, fuck, I want to play this fucking wild card round. But it's where we are, and we've got a lot of winnable games coming up. So get ready, man. We should be chalking up, some wins going forward, and we'll get to play some of these top teams later on in the year. And I've always said, man, you just got to be firing in that last third, man. It doesn't matter if you're up and down a little bit um, at the start. Come that last third, if you're firing, and no one wants to play us in the finals. So if we can sneak into seventh or sixth or whatever, um, who knows what can happen. And we've got Bobby Hill coming back. He'll give us a bit of spark when he's fit, and have him and Hayes running around, and hopefully Westy gets to play a few games against lower teams like West Coast and Richmond, and that gets a bit of confidence up, and before you know it, he's probably kicking goals up against the bigger teams too. But please, Fly, don't fucking drop Westy. I don't think it's going to happen. Steene, oh man, breaks your heart, doesn't it? Oh man, I reckon wherever ultimate greatness is he backstage? Uh, no, he's not, but I'm sure he will be. He's probably when Steen got injured. I reckon ultimate greatness just turned the tally off and just went for a lonely walk down the his suburbs.
Yeah,
Because he's been that's his boy, and man, he was all out. All of us, we all love the kid, man. And that is that 100% ACL, Benny.
the coach confirmed it, but certainly
Yep,
looked like it at the time as well. Anthony and I were messaging sort of behind the
yep,
scenes, and he said mechanic, I said mechanic, and that was it. We knew what we were talking about, and it's like, yeah, it looks like it. And from that
yep,
point, I was like, yeah, it's a miracle if it's not. The
yep,
scans will show, but they would have done all the movement tests,
yep,
and probably have come to that conclusion. You could just tell by the way it sort of slips forward
yep,
and back if it's ruptured. So, yeah,
yep,
the scans will probably confirm the worst, guys. Sadly,
yep. With an ACL, are there varying degrees of how bad they are, or is it just you just say it's a year straight up?
um, traditionally, if you go and get the surgery, it's about a year. Yeah, And,
Yeah.
it depends on the person. Harrison had some setbacks last year that has made it kind of longer than a year. And then the real scary thing is how often it can happen to your other knee because of, a year's worth of compensation that you
Yes.
sort of lean into your other leg. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's a susceptibility thing too. And your bad knee gets really strong because of all the rehab you do around it,
Yeah. Yeah. Um, that's what happened to Reef. Yeah. He did
Yeah.
his other knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Classic with ACLs and Achilles, actually, that you
Yeah.
do the other one. Yeah.
Mm. I've got a bunch of people backstage. Chrissy, do you want to have a quick? I know you want to have a quick rant before I get them on.
I'm not going to have a rant. I was only disappointed with the second
Mm.
quarter. 1-7. That's
Yeah,
what I think was just the game.
yeah,
Like, they've got to work on their goal kicking. And then
yeah.
in the last quarter, Cripps mixing a goal from 50 meters. They've got to work on
Chris,
it.
man, Chris used to be
Yeah,
our clutch man. Yeah,
yeah.
fuck, he missed two set shots from
Mm,
between 40 and 50 against Geelong last week, and he's done it again,
mm,
man. Fuck, he kicked two fucking
yeah,
beauties in the grand final. And yeah, man, and that
mm,
would have put us if Chris, that would have put us 6 points up, yeah, in that last quarter.
yeah,
And who knows?
yeah.
Who knows what happens after that, man?
And
Fuck
the
me.
last thing that annoyed me is
Yeah,
Bo. That fumble in the last quarter that cost us a goal. I don't know
yeah.
what's happened to Bo, but I don't
Mm.
know. He's
He's
been
probably got
fumbling.
yeah. As soon as when that Tasmania news got announced,
Yeah,
he probably started looking at the dollar signs. But I tell you
yeah,
what, I reckon the Tasmanians probably looking
mm,
at that and thinking this guy's a fucking spud. But we know he's not. He's not a spud.
mm,
We know that. We know
no,
he's better than that, man. And that's why come the second half of
mm,
the season, I'll back him in to turn it around. And we've had a few players down the first this first third of the year kind of thing. Josh Dacos hasn't been his best. I can see him turning it around. Um, I see blue skies ahead, man. I know
mm.
some people amongst us are very pessimistic, about fly and
Well,
selection and
Mick,
all that.
I got a question for you.
Go on,
I got
mate.
a question for you and Benny. What do we do with the Ruck situation now that Steene's gone for the year? What do you think we do now?
With the
Oh,
rucks,
Yeah.
yeah. You go, Mick. I'll go next.
uh, it's got to be McStay and Buller helping out. Yeah, that's what I'm not. I want to see fucking Smith in there.
What
Maybe in
about
the
Moore? What about Darcy Moore?
look. That's an option because it could rejuvenate him because you never know, man. I'd love to see it tried because we've seen of Moore is his whole career is as a defender,
Mm,
and our defense seems to be holding up. So, and the last couple of games, he's fucking
mm,
spoiling our own defenders. So, I'd love to see it tried, and it's a good opportunity to try it against West Coast. Actually, yeah, I like that question, Chris. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'd love to see him try. And yeah, all right. Look, guys, I've got guys backstage. I want to get them on. I want to get this gentleman on. Nate, how are you, buddy?
I'm all good. I've just nominated for the mid-season draft, so fingers crossed.
There you go. What are you though? What position are
yeah,
you?
what else?
I'm 187 centimeters. Can't even speak right Saturday morning. But I'll go for the ruck. Just we're lost for choices. Can't even speak. But I am proud.
Yeah,
I am proud of last night.
Yeah, yeah, man.
yeah.
And look, it was a good performance, man. We were just a bit sloppy, and that's been a theme for us actually. Yeah,
Mm.
all year, like crucial moments. We should have won the Freo game. Um, and now we should have won this, and we should be fucking top four, man. If we beat Hawthorn and Freo in this game, I know the butterfly effect. If you win one game, different things can happen. Blah 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 blah. But yeah, it's the top six, mate, and um, we've played them all, and we've been competitive against 3 of them. We got belted by 2 of them, but yeah,
I think it's
as
disappointing as
saying,
well because
yep, go mate.
we've led for the majority against Freo, against Hawthorn, and also last night against Sydney. So to get 2 premiership points for it, yeah, we're falling off the top 6 because of it. We're not going to get a top 6 scalp anytime soon. We've got a decent fixture, but we get those wins, great. It builds us up, but the question marks are still there. Like, we can't beat a top 6 side, or we can't. I know we're the banana peel opponent for the top 6, but for us, we'd like to be beating these teams in the end.
Can you see us turning it around?
Turning it around,
as in like finishing sneaking 6th or something like that.
I don't think sneaking 6th, but I think it's just going to be this trudging along towards the very end. I did see the fixture. We've got Hawthorn and Brisbane the last 2 games of our season, so we'd like to at least cement top 10 by that point. Otherwise, we're up against it. So sneaking top 6, it's a tall order. I think the top 6 is already locked in. I think there'll be fluctuations with the current top 6. Maybe the Bulldogs get healthy. Maybe Adelaide make a run at it, but maybe Melbourne go on a Collingwood 2022 run, hopefully after King's birthday. But just focus or play what's in front of us and then just build ourselves up. We've gone 3 weeks now without a win. That's what's pissing me off.
Yeah. And now we move on to next week, and it's going to be an absolute parade. I could just see it now. It's going to be an absolute fucking procession of a whole week of Pendle's highlights and this and that, and this whole thing about it's starting to piss me off. Like certain players are just going to get selected, just like that to play with Pendle's. Look, he selects himself anyway. He's one of our best players. It's not like he's battling for selection. All right, he'll play. We'll talk about other players. I won't get into any talk about. We'll talk about this game and how we went and where it was lost and individual players and stuff like that. Okay, I've got Tyler from Bruce Vegas. How are you, Tyler?
Good morning.
Good morning, mate. What did you make of that, mate?
I want to echo everything you said on Anthony's stream. I don't like using the words honourable loss, but that's probably as close as an honourable loss it could be given the circumstances. So I'm proud of the team.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always nitpick small moments, but we went in fielding a young side, 8 players under 20 games.
Yeah.
We knew that we were going to lose bad. I felt we were going to lose badly. So losing by a goal at SCG, I'll take that. It sucks, but I'll take it.
Yeah. And it was very winnable too. Yeah. It's not like, we got belted and we came back. It was a winnable game, man. That second quarter was crucial, man. If we got a couple Purple Haze, man, as the Warble has dubbed him, and it's caught on. But he had that shot where 20 meters out, whatever, and we discovered that he's another one of those players that likes to do that side fucking snap kick on shots. I consider that you're turning a high percentage opportunity into a lower percentage opportunity by doing that stuff. And it was so crucial, man. That would have probably put us fucking 7 goals up, I reckon. I can't remember what the score was at the time. And then that fantastic piece of play where that handball chain, about 3-4 players handballed to each other. And Rowan Steele, man, fuck me, man. I would have jumped up in my living room if he fucking put that through. And I've actually thought he did too, because, I was getting that excited. I fucking jumped up and I'm thinking, oh, man. But nah, wasn't to be. 50 people currently tuning in. I would absolutely appreciate it if you subscribed and liked this channel. This is what I do. after the games, after Anthony finishes, I get everyone on and we all celebrate or vent depending on the score, whatever happens. And yeah, that's how it is. I go on all night, man. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for joining us. All right. Well, so what I'll do is I'll get one more person on, and we'll keep it at that for the moment until someone drops off, and then I'll get more people on. But feel free to click the link on the chat if you want to join in on the panel. And yeah, it's pinned at the top of the chat there. Yeah, more than welcome. Anyone's more than welcome to jump on. We've got Michaelis. How are you, buddy? Michaelis.
Oh, hey, yo.
How are you, man? All right.
Yeah, doing all right.
Yeah.
I mean, not too happy. Considering, I mean, I kind of knew this was going to be a close game, considering Geelong just destroyed Brisbane. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
Yeah.
They were going to put on a show, I thought, Brisbane at the Gabba. But then after that bashing, I thought, oh boy, our game is going to be close, isn't it? And then I thought, all right, well, this will be interesting to see how it goes. It plays out, right? First quarter was brilliant. That's probably the only proper positive we have out of that game is that first quarter. Finally, we don't play a stinky quarter. But of course, like you all said, there was just problems we've had, and then after that, we kind of did a choke job, 33-point lead, and then just collapsed. But at the end of the day, yeah, I wouldn't call it an honourable loss, but I would just say, it's a loss at the end of the day. That's all it is. 6 points only. And considering the outs we have, but that Steene loss, man, that hurt. I turned off the TV after I saw that.
Yeah.
I said that's tough.
That's what I do, man. If I'm watching the game on tally, all right, as soon as I know it's over, I just turn it off. You know. So 13 seconds to go. As soon as Dan Houston got pinged, I just turned it off. And my wife's next to me saying, "Why'd you turn it off now? We can still win." I go, "We're not going to win."
No, yeah. Like,
really? We're gonna win? Really?
Yeah, that's how she is, mate. That's how wives are, mate. You know.
I mean, I was hopeful. But damn it, we couldn't get it done. Like, we got West Coast coming up, and it's big Pendle's moment. I'm also kind of on the fence with that one because we're playing West Coast. It's not something I want to celebrate winging again. But it's a big moment though, for Pendles. So I understand. So obviously we'll watch that. I hope we do move the magnets around a lot because there's problems in this lineup because I don't know who was it here that mentioned it's been the same list, the same positions, nothing really new besides the kids we got in, but they've stood up. They've stood up.
They did, man.
And some of the veterans too. Yeah. Some of the veterans too, but there's a handful that stank, and I'm sure Bo was probably mentioned as one of them. Ned was a little bit better, McStay too, but Bo was one of them that I was disappointed. This guy is last year, the year before, and the year also before that, he was killing it, and then all of a sudden this year he's collapsing. It's kind of hurting. But I hope we move the magnets around enough so that we refresh ourselves coming into the second half of the season. And going to be interesting second half.
Yeah. Foz Jam, I know you're a Carlton supporter. You're always on the jumper punch. You're asking me where did I watch the 1990 grand final? I watched it in my parents' living room as a 12-year-old. And great memories. Thanks for the question, bro. It's great to see Carlton supporters, Geelong supporters in the chat. Everyone's welcome. Benny Zero.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. So with this, the way this game panned out, we had this first quarter that was off the charts. We couldn't, like the second quarter, we were inaccurate. We could have gone like 6, maybe 7 goals up. And then the game changed. Oscar Steene gets injured, and Grundy like really starts dominating after that. Do you think? Do you agree with me? I reckon Steene was doing pretty well against Grundy. If he plays that whole game, do you reckon we'd probably win that game?
Yes, because it probably keeps our structure around the ground in better shape as well. And another thing I noticed from Grundy, because, I thought, our players know, and we would have gone into it thinking he's going to win his fair share of taps, way more than his fair share, especially around the ground with that body of his. You notice him knocking the other players out the way like they were nothing, just with his big, strong butt. He started doing the tactic of not being obvious with his taps. He was just smacking them sideways or pushing it forward. And he did a little bit of that sort of stuff when he was at Collingwood, but it was quite often a soft drop, But he was belting it in all directions to kind of make it unpredictable for our boys. And more later in the game, and I think that was an active tactic from Sydney to sort of get around the fact that, and give them first use and not let us sort of easily read the taps and going to their players. So that was very clever of Grundy, and if it was him or someone else who sort of instructed him to do that, that was really intelligent. And I noticed, you could see the big wind-ups coming. It's easy to sort of try and say, had we got Steene, it would have been the same. Who knows, mate? But more than likely, our structure would have been in place for longer. And when we were kicking it inside 50, we would have had a few more tolls sort of down there and not quite puffed out and from doing around the ground stuff. Probably should have made the McStay call into the ruck a bit sooner. I don't know if you agree with that. The Bullers came to take Yeah. And even Ned Long was taking some, but he was just getting bounced off, and he tried, but you just knew he wasn't going to touch it. He barely was able to touch Grundy without being knocked over. So, we made use with what we could. Now, in terms of the ruck going forward as well, DC is coming back in. He's going to have to adapt his game. We're going to have to start reading the opposition taps a bit better. And I'm really starting to fall for the Darcy Moore being the chop out ruck. And if he's failing in the other areas, as long as it doesn't completely stuff our structure, whether he's I don't want him to be in and out of the back line and stuffing us up. But if he can get into the ruck and do something for our team athletically with a bit of leaping, I'd like to see it. I'd like to have a crack. It's worth a shot just to see. Maybe even next week, because he's coming back.
You know what bugs me about this whole Grundy situation? When he was with us, he had that fantastic start to his career, and then he was dog shit. And look at him now. It's like, mate, he was never smashing the ball forward for us. It was always real soft drops, really, and that's why we got rid of him, because he was crap for a couple of years. And look what he's doing now, man. Shits me.
It happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, and the other thing is, I think, look, Buller and Long, I can understand. They're up against a top 2 ruck in the league. I just would have thought that ball, when they were throwing it in, the boundary umpire was constantly throwing it short. Just stay in front of him. Just try and stay in front of him. I don't know. And Buller was giving away dumb frees. It's like, you don't need to do that, mate. It's frustrating, man.
Did you notice Buller at some stages was approaching Grundy with his arms up and around, without being around? It was like, look, I'm not touching him. I'm not touching him. There was nervousness there.
it's going to be interesting going forward. But they're the machinations of a footy season, man. Fuck, you cop a unlikely injury like that happens every year, man. It always happens to some poor bastard, you know.
Yeah,
But
look at Footscray, mate. Lost their best
yeah,
forward.
yeah, yeah. And what was Luke Darcy's injury last year that he came back from? That was an MCL, wasn't it? Or wasn't it?
Sam Darcy.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can't remember, mate, to be honest.
yeah. But anytime you hear ACL, it's definitely a year, isn't it? It's not like no one makes
Well,
miraculous recoveries.
Brian Myers has an ACL problem. Now, they've been a bit sort of cloudy to what exactly it was. It can't be a full rupture, but, there's talk, in the athletic development world that, playing on with ACLs and stuff like that. And, I know a guy who kind of dabbles in it. I don't pay much attention to it because it sort of freaks me out. But in general, if you have surgery, you're out for a year, basically. And a lot of that's confidence and building it up,
Yeah. All right. Now, look, in this game, there were positives, yeah? There was a lot of positives. We lost, and I'll just go through some of the moments that I was writing. I was actually writing down notes during the game. So there you go. Nick's first quarter, I thought he was going to have an absolute worldie of a game with those 2 goals, and I was thinking to myself, oh man, he's on. The kid's on. Do you guys think? I'll ask the guys on the panel because we kept him forward for a bit and it probably was probably detrimental to our midfield. Do you think that we should have taken him out of there? I reckon in the second quarter he was still up forward. Do you guys think that was a factor? We should have got him out of there. No.
He probably spent too many minutes, in my opinion, down there. Don't ask me to tell you exactly when, but especially in that last quarter, I thought, geez, I'd probably bring Nick out about now as long as he's capable. I don't know what was going on behind the scenes. As long as he was capable, I would have liked to have seen him sort of just to create something, especially when we were behind. And that, I felt like we pulled the trigger too late. Again, kind of a bit reactive. But there may have been a reason for it. That's sort of my take on it. I probably wanted some more minutes in the middle.
Yeah, because he only got 27 touches there. So there you go.
Only 2 clearances as well.
Well, there you go.
I was thinking as well.
Go on.
Like when obviously moving him into the middle at some point, it was almost like, all right, when the next goal comes, we'll move in the midfield. Problem was that next goal wasn't coming. So we're just dragging on and on and on for it. Yeah.
You're an absolute stats genius, Nate. I'll watch your videos, man. And you go really deep into those stats, mate. You know them all, mate. And
I think for me, it's just a matter of making it make sense for everyone. So I know there's fans that don't like the stats and yada yada. I just like to make sense of it. I've grown up with a stats background, basically. My grandfather used to be a statistician for Geelong, so it's got the gene for that. I worked with Williamstown for a few years, involved with game day analysis and whatnot. So bringing it to Collingwood, content creating, hopefully it's digestible. Hopefully everyone enjoys it. So any stats that come up that's of interest, I will mention it. I've not had any complaints on it. So any stats that come up in this game that we're going to talk about, I'll mention it and go from there.
And the man talking at the moment, Nate Talks Pies, I'm pretty sure all of yous would be aware that he's got his own channel. He does a lot of videos throughout the week. Check him out if you are not currently checking him out. Nate, I'm going to put you on the spot, man. Give me a stat from today's game that is kind of like, impressive or shit or whatever, just something peculiar about tonight. Is there something that's some particular stat that's surprised you after tonight's game?
Well, there was two. One that wasn't surprising. The other one that was Sydney had 71 inside 50s, 25 in the third quarter for just 11 goals. We had a better goal efficiency and overall efficiency inside 50 for the game. Get Sydney somehow win. And the second one was the hit outs. Brodie Grundy doing Brodie Grundy things. We only had one hit out for the entire second half.
Wow.
And I know, Oscar Steene going down, that's a big factor. But Brodie Grundy was starting to get on top late in the first quarter. He was on top in the second quarter. Oscar Steene was still serviceable, but compared to Brodie Grundy, we knew what was going to happen. What we didn't expect was the fucking knee injury. And so we're going to deal with that for 12 months. But Jack Buller in the ruck, and going from stats to a little bit of a ramble, Jack Buller's not a ruck. He doesn't have the craft for it. He's got a good leap, but that's all he's got. He's lanky. He doesn't have the body strength to the stoppages, and he's conceding so many free kicks. There's a science to the ruck, and I'm not a ruckman, but you got to respect the role, and it feels like we're just throwing someone random in there. This is not 10 years ago where the Richmond were throwing Sean Grigg into the ruck at times. This is the new ruck rules. You need to have proper ruckmen doing their craft and doing their thing. Oscar Steene was doing his thing. Darcy Cameron still adjusting to the rules, but he's taking his time. He's not terrible by any means compared to other ruckmen, but we can't have Buller as the second ruck or the pinch hitting ruck. Maybe in stoppages, I'll give them that. McStay, I'd rather just avoid. I know there's Darcy Moore discussions, but we'll have to wait for Darcy Moore to come back, and then we'll figure it out. And there's also the mid-season draft, and we'll go from there. But the two stats, the goal and efficiency inside 50, our defence holding up very well, surprisingly. I reckon that's more Sydney's forwards not firing as much, but we'll take the win in the back line. But the hit-outs, dominated. It's funny, when Brodie Grundy was dominating hit-outs for us, we would lose those games, but Brodie Grundy dominating hit-outs here wins against us. Go figure.
Yeah. And with that inside 50s stat, 71 we conceded, and we kept them to, 87, whatever they scored. That's got to be a real anomaly right there. That if we teams that are conceding, I don't know what the stats are throughout the season, but I would think that you concede that many inside 50s, you're going to cop about over 100 easily. Yeah,
absolutely.
I would think that. Yeah.
It was similar to the 2023 qualifying final. Melbourne had, I think, 71 inside 50s, or they had double as much against us, and we held them at bay for 7 goals.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question to Nate as a statistician?
Yep.
Is it a concern for us as Collingwood defence that we seem to keep a lot of these teams at bay despite the number of inside 50s we concede, but we seem to fail always in the last 5-10 minutes in the final quarter?
Yeah, that's on us. That's our heads. We're not as composed anymore compared to a couple of years ago.
So is that more mental? Is that more the fact that we're physically spent from the previous 3 quarters defending?
Well, there's that, but there's also, again, lack of leadership, maybe less experience, but composure as well. Even like against Freo, everyone's last disposal was either a turnover or was inefficient. So there's that. But against Sydney here and just in general, we're just making poor decisions now. That's what's contributing to, I guess, the final quarter stats being a negative for us in key metrics.
Yeah.
I don't think I've answered the question, though.
Someone
did the best I could.
No worries, pal. Now, someone in the chat earlier, I think it was, I can't remember who it was, but they asked, what's our ruck situation going forward? It's obviously going to be, it has to be Cameron and McStay, and just let Buller stay forward and keep West in there. And Buller and West, they're our 2 forwards. And I'm pretty sure it was you, Nate, that did you analysed all our tall forward combinations, and Buller and West seemed to be the ones that had like a real chemistry in the VFL a few weeks back.
Yeah,
So
it's more,
hopefully,
it's more for the future. Yeah,
yeah.
it'll take time,
So
but yeah.
yeah. Now I know McState's had his own injuries in the past, but looks like we're going to ask him now to chop out in the ruck, man, because he looked a lot more comfortable than Buller in that position. So and Cameron, yeah, as you guys said earlier, Cameron's gonna, he's had a lukewarm start to 2026, but fuck me, man, he's gonna show us something, man. And I'm sure everyone's going to be thinking, oh, we should have kept Mason Cox. Hindsight, wonderful thing, man. Yeah. Um, in that second quarter, so I reckon we did really well to they we had like we missed a lot of shots in that, but they seemed to kind of like get a bit of a run on, and we seemed to absorb it pretty well. And going into the second half, I didn't know what to think. I'm thinking, mate, are we going to have like a historic win here? And then obviously they fucking just went nuts. Um, the umpiring and it really what hides something. The umpiring, yeah, man, that was hard, man.
It wasn't good, no.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
it was. Go, Mick.
They had like I think the most iconic bad umpiring call. Despite I don't want to be the person that be like because that's Carlton fans for you. The umpires did us dirty. We lost because of umpires, but the one in plain sight was the Charlie Curnow mark, where I think it was the first or second goal that they were gonna kick, right?
Yeah.
And he jumps up, catches, but the ball slips out of his hands, and normally that does not get paid. It usually flies by, and then they say play on.
Yeah.
But this one, they caught it, and I was like, oh, when? And then it got caught again as well.
Yeah. I'm telling you, fucking Curnow, as soon as he got that first, he even took a mark. He didn't even fucking hold on to it, man.
No.
And, yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, mate, this is the same old Curnow we always came up against his Carlton. He hasn't changed, mate. He's going to Sydney.
Nah.
Same old fucking stupid fucking side fucking kicks that he fucking shanks. And, yeah, never rated him. And, he was fucking hopeless. And,
I don't rate any time.
Yeah, Amadi's fucking shit too, man. Like, there was a few people talking him up, like, for a fucking, to get him in. He's fucking shit. I don't know how he scored fucking. I don't know how he scored fucking last year. He had a game where he scored 10 or something. No, he's crap, mate. Yeah, we did okay to stop their tours. It was only the McDonald got away with a couple of goals, but yeah. What do you do? Yeah. Hayes redeemed himself in that third quarter with that fantastic fucking crumbing goal. And yeah, from these young boys, man. I give a tick to all of them. Even Alan. I've got the team up now on the screen. We'll go through each player individually. We'll talk about how they went and how we think they're going to progress. But I just want to touch on the four young kids. Allen, Anderson, Hayes, and West. So I've got a tick for all of them. How good that first quarter? I forgot to even mention that. Right at the start, fucking West takes a fucking contested mark and then fucking puts it through from a fucking angle from about 45 out. It was such a beautiful kick too. And yeah, and then Nick scores two, and it's like, mate, we're up and about, but yeah, anyway. But with those three youngsters, Anderson showed how Anderson in the last quarter, how sublime was that kick to Jamie at the end?
Yeah,
where it was just a beautiful kick, man. And if ever we have to choose out of one of Anderson, Allen, and Long. It's Anderson there. He just needs another preseason. But the way he's going now, he's had a fantastic beginning to his career. And, you give Allen a tick as well. And Nate's gone, has he? I was going to ask Nate because he knows everything. I was going to ask him how many CBAs he attended. But I didn't see him a lot in CBAs. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I didn't see him a lot in CBAs, and he wasn't playing on the wing. So yeah. So glad that Fly played him in the guts, and he deserves another shot. I really, really hope that they don't drop him. Just keep him in there. He needs to play against these lower teams and get some good games in him. And I would almost say that this was like a mini breakout game for Ed Allen. There you go. He attended 5 to half time. There you go. But in the second half, I didn't see him much in there. He attended 10. There you go, Josh Jacobs. Thank you guys in the chat for helping me out with that one. I'm not a massive stats guy, so thanks for that. Hayes, yeah, fucking hell, man. Another kid that you can't, man. He shouldn't have been dropped last week either, man. Keep him in there, man. And just quietly, the final third of the year, I would love to see a forward line with a fit and firing Bobby Hill and Hayes running around. It just adds a dimension there, that can trouble teams, and it could be a little secret going into that final third of the year. But he looks good, Hayes. I think he got a little bit more of the ball this game. Let me quickly scroll down and see how he went. Where is he? Will Hayes, 10 possessions. Well, it's a little bit more than he usually gets, but small forward. You can't ask for more than that. Just wish he wasn't another one of these guys that does those side snap kicks for goal from close out, because, man, that was a crucial chance, man. That would have really given us some breathing space, but not to be.
How come Ed Allen only played 62% of the match?
Game time. Yeah, interesting. Well, that's the thing, Tyler, with all these players, they all get tracked. Jared Wade, the fitness guy, this is what I've heard around the traps, that he puts like this guy can only play this amount of time. He's run this much kilometers. So, I don't know. It could be that. It could be tactical. Who knows, man? But he did okay today. We know what his disposal's like, but he was always there and about. He's a bit fumbly, but a lot of the players were.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything here to suggest that he shouldn't be playing mid.
Yeah, he's got a.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've got some selection conundrums coming up. So I would look just off the top of my head. Cameron comes in for Steene. Moore's going to come in. Who do you drop? Parker maybe. Lipper. Look, me personally, I don't want to see him back in, but Fly's going to put him back in. Who's he going to drop? That's the question. That last one.
That's the thing, because I think at this stage, Fly's just got to roll the dice and just keep Lipper out at least 1 week.
Yeah, man.
At least 1 week.
Yeah, exactly, man. Mate, if he's listening to Magpie Army Chronicles or the Warble, mate, you should know, mate.
Yeah.
Bo, yeah.
Automatic. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah. He has to honour this effort from effort from these young kids. He's got to honour it, man, and say, okay, I'm giving him another kid at the expense of Lipper. But then again, Bo McCreary, I wouldn't drop him, man. I know he's had 2 fucking stinkers, but I just don't want to drop him, man. I reckon he can turn it around. I reckon, yeah. Gentlemen, I've got someone backstage, a regular panelist. I'm going to get him on. His name is Anthony B. How are you, Anthony?
Mick, how are you going? Is everyone all right?
Hey,
Yeah.
Anthony.
Everyone's good.
Anthony.
Oh,
Hey, Anthony.
Considering, mate. Give us your summation of the game, Anthony.
just proud in the end, I guess. Right? Like you can't really ask for more than that.
Yeah.
We just threw everything. It was funny because it actually tipped Pies by 1, and for a bit there, I thought I would have got it.
Yeah.
But no, look, it was all right. To me, we're just a bit off at the moment. Like it's almost clicking. It's very close to working, but yeah, there's a few things that our skill level's a bit off. But I reckon all our young guys showed a bit today. So look, I'm happy with how we performed today. There's can't really fault the effort, can't you? But yeah, just look a few things here and there, like the free kicks for a bit of a pain in the ass, and Grundy playing the game of his lifetime didn't help either. Of course, against us as well. So
yeah. Look, as bad as DC has been this year, if he played and we went up against Grundy with the DC Steene combination, it would have been a very different story, man. But yeah, Grundy, everyone's talking him up like he's some world beater. Come on, man. He's playing against fucking, guys that they're not real ruckmen, yeah? Of course he's going to do well. Bourne would have fucking destroyed us in that same situation, yeah? Or Sherry or someone like that, Yeah. Anything else you want to add, Anthony?
Yeah, I would just say I loved how he didn't fall over. I honestly thought that maybe quarter 3, quarter 4, the floodgates would just open and it would just start pouring goals. But like even those 2 in a row they got in the last quarter, the way we hang in there, we didn't go away. So I'm really happy with that, and it sort of shows that the hunger's there. The hunger is there this season. You can't underestimate the hunger. So it's just look, we have a good run now. So hopefully we can get like 4 or 5 and zip, and then all of a sudden we're back in like top 6. So it isn't over yet. Like there's still room to go this season, but I would have loved to just get one big scalp because that might boost confidence, but we didn't get it. But there's still enough room there.
Mate, we've played the whole top 6, and I would think that the current top 6 probably haven't played. They've probably all played a lot of the bottom 6. Yeah, we haven't had a chance to play Richmond or fucking. From the bottom, we've played Carlton and Essendon. We haven't played Richmond. We haven't played West Coast yet. Port, teams that aren't really doing that well. And look, we're not actually setting the house on fire, but it would have been nice to play a cellar dweller here and there, and our position on the ladder is a little bit higher. And then people look at that; they look differently on that. Like I'm sure these teams that are at the top now, they've had that luxury. They've had their easy game or 2 easy games, or maybe even 3. We haven't had that yet. So the next 6 weeks, it's going to be crucial, man. And I reckon we can get something happening.
I mean, we talk about Brisbane being this like elite team. They're in the top 6, and they haven't been in a top 6 team either.
Yeah. So is that true? Is that true?
Yeah. They haven't. They lost to Geelong. They lost to Sydney. They haven't played Freo. Yeah. They haven't played Gold Coast.
There you go, man. There you go.
So it's it's the luck of the draw, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is, man. Hopefully it evens itself out at the end, and by the last third, we've got something going. And even if we do have Hawthorn and Brisbane the last 2 rounds, hopefully we're a different. There's a different dynamic to the team. Yeah, these youngsters. Yeah, they would have played a few more games. Who knows what will happen? And I'll keep reiterating Bobby Hill coming back. And yeah, you just never know. Charlie West with a few more games under his belt. Yeah, against these bottom teams. Kicking a bag of 5. Against one of them, suddenly his confidence goes up. There's a lot to play out, man. There's a lot to play out. It hasn't been fantastic. We've had some shocking fucking games, but yeah.
Mm.
Mick, does this season
Go
feel like
Ty.
2024 to you?
How so? Like,
I'll tell you,
really.
like during this
Go.
match.
good
Sorry,
thing
just
or like a
Anthony's-
bad thing? Like, yeah.
No, I think it's I think in a good way, just in the way that like against Sydney, like they're the top team right now. We almost beat them. So if we use that momentum, we can somewhat ride out the next 5-6 weeks and build something. Like arguably in 2024, when we played Sydney, it was the exact same situation. We're up by 5-6 goals and we fumble at the very, very end. And that kills our season.
Yeah.
So and at that stage, if people remember, we had a bit of a run going. We beat Carlton, we beat Richmond, we beat Brisbane. If we'd just beaten Sydney, we would have been top 8, and we play Brisbane again, and we arguably may have even beaten them.
Yeah.
So that's where I feel like we're in this exact same situation now, where we're playing the top team under strength, under manned, and we almost scalped them.
Yeah, it's true, man. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole game you were in front. Where I mean, like it was very, very few times when Swans were in front. So it sort of feels it hurts. Like this is a loss that actually hurts. A lot of them this year haven't. Like I feel like it's been smashed, but the one today really hurts. Like this is a game we should have won.
Yeah.
And Steene as well. Steen's bad. That is just awful having that injury now. That's how are we going to ruck now? Are we going to put in Smith, or are we going to just? It really hurts us big time.
Smith's not playing, man. Smith will only play if Cameron goes down. The rest of the year it's going to be Cameron. With I would hope with McStay chopping out, and as mentioned earlier, you got the Darcy Moore conundrum. Some people say try him in the ruck with these new rules that might work for him. I'm open to that. You know, I'm open to trying him in the ruck, and it's
a
probably a
discussion
perfect.
point I got for you, Mick.
Go, Ben.
Because I agreed, it's McStay or Darcy Moore, like probably the best bet. My question is, right, and obviously anyone chime in, what do you guys think is the biggest disruption? Starting Moore in the back line and having him chop out in the ruck, or starting McStay in the forward line and having him chop out in the ruck, and then you're disturbing either one of the lines? You get what I mean? Like which one's the biggest negative for us?
It would be the backline one, because that's not a traditional tactic by any team. Is there any other? I can't see any other team where there's a defender that defends and then chops out in the ruck. I could be wrong.
Maybe De Koning from Geelong a little bit.
Oh, there you go. So it can be done. Yeah. Look, obviously it can be done. He can probably switch from being the loose bloke, his usual spot, the loose bloke at the back, and then all right. You're not loose. You're not the loose man in defence anymore. You're the ruckman. And then he can, if Fly can somehow devise some sort of situation like that. But then again, we don't know what Moore is actually like as a ruckman.
That's true. Do you think it bothers our back line if he's in and out of that back line within a game? Do you think it bothers it more?
I don't think it would. I don't think it would, because
I agree. I agree with that. Yeah.
Our back line has functioned admirably, exceedingly, without him there. And if you can just put some sort of rotation where, okay, the first half of the quarter you're the loose man in defence, and then when we're giving DC a rest on the bench, you go into ruck for that, the second half of the quarter. Yeah, I like that.
Loose man is the key word. You nailed it there. Loose man. If he's loose man and rotates in and out, sure. If he's picking up a bloke and then in and out and someone else has to reshuffle, that could bother us,
Yeah.
Hey, Mick, I've got a question.
Go, Chrissy.
I was thinking about the mid-season draft. Do you think we could go for a ruckman in the mid-season draft?
We can. that's why we need someone like greatness here, because I can't. I would go for one if there was one like fully mature kind of ruckman that's absolutely kicking ass in one of these leagues going around. You'd go for it because we've
Well,
got
I
two
was
picks
thinking,
now.
what about
Yeah,
Teagle? I was thinking about Teagle. I was thinking
No,
about
yeah.
Teagle.
He doesn't
definitely not.
dominate games in the VFL. That's the only thing, Chris. Yeah, like I've watched a lot of VFL
But the
this
thing
year.
is, who else would you go for? That's the question. Who else would you go
That
for? That's the
that's the
only one
thing.
I'm only thinking about at
Yeah,
the moment.
yeah. There has to be a ruckman playing in the waffle or the sandful or somewhere else that's absolutely kicking ass, and he's like about maybe 24, 25 years old, and he's fully matured. He doesn't have to don't have to get him in the weights room or anything like that.
Mm.
There has to be, yeah. And the silver lining is we've got two picks now, so we can do that. Go for a ruckman for one of the picks, and the other pick we can go for whoever is the best player available. You know,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. All
I
right.
loved how the whole game Swans couldn't just use the corridor. Like it was so
Yeah.
impressive. Like the
Mm.
way we clogged it up. It was just like I was just amazed at how sideways and slow that Swans are moving the ball. And then we kind of used the corridor a bit today. Like I thought we had no problem using it, but
Yeah.
they couldn't. So that's probably coaching. Like that was some good coaching from Fly or whereas
Yeah.
our backline coach because they could not move the ball. And I think it was
Yeah.
just he got tired in the end that got us. Like I think coaching wise, you couldn't have done much more today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this wasn't lost at coaching.
Nah, yeah. He's lost other games at coaching in this year, but not this one. This one was lost from execution, man. You know, that last quarter when we did go
For
forward a
sure.
couple of times, we just fucking bombed it. There was one where Shooter, who when we get to Shooter, I've got some things to say. Fantastic rundown tackle on I can't remember who it was. That was elite, yeah. But other stuff. But yeah, like there was a moment when Shooter had in the last quarter he had the ball and he had a bit of time to kind of lower the eyes and kind of, find something, but he just fucking closed his eyes and fucking torped it as far as he could, and they got the intercept mark and they probably got a goal out of it. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I just wanted us to slow it down. Like it sort of felt to me that we just got too scared during that third quarter when the Swans started surging. Like there wasn't anyone who would slow it down a bit, mark it a bit, chip it around a bit, slow the game down. And Sidebottom had a great chance. I think he was running inside 50 and he just bombed it to no one.
Yeah.
Like that is not Sidebottom. Like so that is not what he usually does. So the way we just we didn't fall over at all. Like we did well to stay in it, but we just didn't. We didn't change the tempo today. We just allowed the Swans to keep building, and no one is like, "Oh, hold it up, boys, hold it up, slow it down a bit." Have a bit of Houston and Dacos, slow it down, and then move it forward.
Yeah.
It was just this chaos ball, and it was ping-ponging back and forth. And we're just bombing it, torpedoing it, bombs in the forward line. Like it didn't feel like it was us. So yeah,
I think it was panicking.
Yeah, it was panicking. Yeah, we couldn't cope with the pressure.
And that never was us. Yeah, that's what shits me. That was never us, man. We used to be the ones that were the envy of the league. We would know what to do in those moments. We'd whether we needed to fucking go nuts and fucking rocker mode and bang on 3 or 4 fucking goals, or whether we needed to save the game and play keepings off. It's just we've lost that attribute. Yeah, it's just fucking gives you the shits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go through the players. Geordie DeGoey. That's 2 good games in a row from Geordie.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah.
playing as a midfield hybrid half forward. Well done. He's kind of like crept up on us in that regard. A lot of us were saying, "What the fuck's going on with Geordie?" He's just put in two high possession games. Albeit last week we got belted, so it didn't matter. But this game, he started off really lively,
He's
didn't
doing
he?
good.
Yeah.
Can I just go on this Rick's comment about the senior players? Quarter three. Do you remember when it was quarter three and we were getting like smashed, and then we kicked two in a row. I think it was Hayes and someone else got two in a row.
Yeah.
So on that, it was actually our kids who got us back in the game today. It wasn't the seniors. It was Hayes, Allen, Anderson who all got us back in the game. So that says a lot about both where our leaders are at, but also how good our young guys stood up today. So happy we've had that happen today.
Yeah. And that little after Kerno's goal, that little bang bang, we kicked 2 goals in a row. How good was that? Like, because I was getting really pessimistic at that point, and then we just went bang bang, but they pegged it back again. But yeah, look, I've got to hand it to them, man. Like 3/4 time, I'm thinking they're going to just run over us and kill us, man. I could just see it, and it didn't happen. Yeah, we should have won. Yeah, but we should have won many games this year. Any other thoughts on Geordie? All I can say with Geordie is he's showing his age now. There's a couple of times where he turns around like he's the Titanic or something. So we just gotta accept that. That's just the way it is with Geordie. But he's been starting off games well. Yeah, very lively. Getting in positions and doing 1-2s and not hitting the scoreboard as we would like, but. Look, it's a positive, man. He's played 2 fucking good games in a row. Nicky boy, low possession count, but was still good. I thought he was going to have an absolute fucking worldie of a game. He looked on, man. Fuck. And I was so wrapped because I knew James Jordan would put the hard tag on. I was so wrapped that Fly moved him forward so early in the piece too, just to prove a point. And that should have been done last week against Geelong, man, because he didn't go forward at all last week. And that should be the tactic, man. If someone's fucking being really tight on Nick, put him forward, mate. He's a fucking handful, man.
The only thing about Nick was I thought we didn't adjust after that. So Dean Cox put Wicks on Nick after the first quarter. So he removed Jordan. And then we didn't react to that move then. So if Jordan left Nick and he put on Wicks, I would have started him forward on Wicks and then have him roll into the middle as the game goes on. So then you can kind of have him and Wicks in the midfield. And then the Swans are all cooked. Like the Swans are all messed up in the midfield now. So he has stayed for the whole game. So I would have just been more proactive with moving him around more to try and mess up the Swans. Because I thought once Wicks went on him, he just stayed forward in the end. Like he didn't do much. Yeah.
Look, it could have. I'm just brainstorming here. It could have been that because last week he was obviously not 100%, and he probably wasn't 100% for this game too. And they probably thought, okay, we'll play you forward a bit, rest you in the forward a lot more than the midfield. But who knows? Jezza Howe, far out, 24 positives for Jezza Howe, but the ball lived there with that many inside 50s conceded. He's going to get a lot of possessions, and he had a good game. He's not the Jeremy Howe, of old, but he's still doing a job. And he's part of a defence that's, really good, man. Him and Billy work well on the opposition talls generally. And, with the other guys, Q and Quaynor there, Q and Maynard there, it's a good defence, man. for the inside 50s that we're fucking copying, they're doing a stellar job. And Jezza Howe was all right, yeah. The usual Jezza Howe, when he goes for that low percentage fucking thread pass, he always turns it over. But but I think they kicked the point after it, so it was all right. But that's what you get with Jezza Howe. One thing is our kickouts, like it's always different players, and it's been like that for ages. Like, I would like just to leave it to one guy, like that, like a Dan Houston or someone like that, yeah. Because I know Jeremy Howe loves to take the risky kick. We've known that for years, and sometimes it just makes you nervous. I would like Dan Houston to take as many as possible, man. Just me personally. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, I would rather Dan Houston. I don't want Josh Dacos taking any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't forgive him after the Hawthorn game, huh?
Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, I've
Bombs
still
all
got
the time.
PTSD, but yeah, from that one.
Yeah. We'll get
I like
the
Howe
Josh
taking
soon.
the second kick. Sorry, Mick. Sorry to interrupt, mate.
No, what was that, Benny? Sorry.
I love it when Howie takes the second kick after the kick in, because then he can be a bit dangerous for that one. Bit
Yeah.
further from goal, and he's quite good at setting up, viewing the whole ground and setting it up.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there, man. Yeah. Get Houston to pass it to Howie, around the 50, and then let Howie take that, spearing kick somewhere, mate. Yeah, I agree, mate. Another defender, Q with 22 possessions. I was listening to Pies Anthony earlier, and some people in the chat were giving shit to Q, and I'm like, hold on a second, man. Mate, the ball was there. It was constantly there. We asked a lot of him, and look, there was a couple of times where, he, got the tackle totally wrong and gave away a free, but other than that, he was all right, I reckon. I got no problems with Q's game.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
You didn't notice him because it was always in their forward line, so you didn't see him run it out of defence. He was playing a very one-on-one role today, so that's probably why it sort of looked a bit off. Yeah, you didn't see him usually running. So, but no, he did it right playing defence, I think.
Yeah, that's true, Benny. Josh's pace is wasted taking kick-ins. I think we're all advocates, and we'll talk about him now. We're all advocates of. I reckon every Collingwood supporter is screaming from the rooftops for Josh to be in the midfield, either in the mids or on the wing. I'm more of put him on the wing because that's where he was an All-Australian. He knows the position. I really hope that pretty soon for the second half of the year, he plays as a midfielder when Perryman's back, and we won't need him as much at the back. But looks like Fly just loves him in that, that weird position, between defence and midfield, and I reckon it can rejuvenate him too. Just put him in the mids, mate. Come on, Fly, listen to me, mate. Anyone else want to add on Josh?
Does everyone think he's had a good year this year?
No.
Nah, man. He's had a lot of the ball, strangely, but he's been very erratic, man. It's very un-Josh-like, and but there's hope there that he can turn it around. There's a few players that I think can turn their seasons around. They've got, we know what their ceiling is, and Josh is one of them. Bo McCreary, I reckon, can turn it around. And hopefully that's the catalyst for our resurgence. Who else was up there? Rowan Steele. So Rowan Steele, that would have to be the most possessions he's gotten in a game. And he was okay today. I should have added him in the in the youngsters that I gave a tick to. Rowan Steele, 19 possessions, that's pretty good. 93% time on ground. Yeah, kicked a nice goal. Yeah, I'll give him a tick.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Swaddling in the reserves, 39 posies, yeah. Banging the door down now.
Yeah.
Just quietly, man. I know they're probably different positions, but they probably aren't because Swaddling can play on a wing. I'd love for him to get a Guernsey in front of Lipper, man. I would love to see that. I know. Yeah. But, he gets the ball, man. Every time we watch the VFL, he's always getting, over 25 posies. And he really, look, we got belted in the reserves in the VFL as well. But, 40 disposals. He uses the ball relatively well. Can kick on both feet, but can be sometimes erratic. But fuck, when you get the ball that many times, that's a skill in itself, man. Just getting the ball, I reckon. Yeah, I'd love to see him squeezed into the team somehow. Yeah.
Put Swaddling in for one of Long or Anderson, I think. I still reckon we're too big in the midfield, a bit slow still. So I'll just remove one of Long or Anderson. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I agree with you, Anthony. I agree with you.
Yeah, we'll get to them as we go down the list, but fuck, it's a good point to talk about. We've got a real dilemma there with Anderson, Long. We'll talk about it when we get to it, but yeah. Brazzy Maynard's had a great year, man. And just like the other defenders we talked about previously, Q, and how the ball was there all the time. So we saw a lot of him, and we asked a lot from him. Yeah, we asked him to, and he stuck the tackles too. There was only the one fuck up was that Markey dropped, which was very uncharacteristic of him. He could probably hear footsteps, and you would think that wouldn't bother Maynard, but he fucking dropped the sitter. I'm not sure if he copped the goal.
A lot of weird moments today, Maynard. Like Queno as well. Like a lot of weird drop marks and fumbly. I don't know what was happening back there. It was like there was a monster behind him. It was very weird
slippery.
today.
The ball was slippery.
Yeah, it was the conditions, man. Because Sydney were doing it too, man. They were dropping fucking sitters as well. Remember that sitter they dropped? The ruckman dropped it, and who roved it? Was it Ned Long that got that dribbler after that? Can't remember. But yeah. Long out, Swaddling in, says Stefanos. You know what? It makes you think, man. It makes you think. We asked a lot of Long today, but we'll talk about him later. Dan Houston. Now that at the end there, we all saw what happened. As soon as it happened, I switched the TV off. That's the way I am. It's like 13 seconds left. My wife says to me, "What are you doing? There's still time. There's no time left, baby."
No way.
Thank God. It's game over.
No, when it's a free kick with 13 seconds, no way. It's over.
Yeah. These girls, you got to teach them how the game works sometimes, man. But now that we'll quickly talk about that piece of play at the end. All right, so obviously he got the ball. He probably had a quick look up ahead. He probably saw an absolute paddock, and if he bombed it long, it just would have been an easy intercept or whatever. He did have I've got to see it again, but I don't know if it was you, Benny, that said it to Anthony, because it's totally blurred from my mind. I just remember Houston getting pinged, but if he had an opportunity for that first give, and we would have been out, then There you
He
go.
definitely changed his
Yeah.
mind. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
Looked like he was going for a long kick or about to, and then suddenly turned to the side a bit more and looked like he went to give hands, but it was too late.
Yep.
He was busted.
yeah,
You're gonna make
yeah.
it. You're gonna make it.
What do you
so
say,
move
man?
straight away.
Instead of going for a long kick, maybe you should have just, gained territory, just a grubber along the ground and keep the chaos going, and you never know. But
Yeah,
I'm just looking
way
at the
too hot a
video
game.
right now.
No, give the hand
are you
pass.
watching? You watching it right now, Tyler? Tell us.
Yeah,
Tell
I'm
us.
watching it. Yeah,
What you see.
he's definitely looked forward and he's seen that there's nothing there. And Anderson was behind him, but as soon as Houston's turned around to handball to him, he's gone the other way.
Yeah, and he got
So
pinned.
that's what happened. So yeah, so he's definitely looked forward. He's had time, but he's seen that there's nothing there.
Mm,
So
Yeah.
he's freaked out and tried to pass it to Anderson, who ran to the left side instead of the right side.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's still not a good play though.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah. But his game overall, low possessions for him. Yeah, man. It's just I had this vision of I had the I had this thing with Houston when we got him. I was so happy. I'm thinking, here we go. We're gonna fucking kick ass now. We've got this bloke. He's gonna fucking hit these laser passes coming out of the fence, and just hasn't been like that, has it? And he's got some deficiencies to his game. Like, yeah, someone made it. Who was it? Grant Thomas on Twitter. I was following the Twitter feed. Grant Thomas made a comment on Houston. He said, "Mate, he stands out in our back line as the one bloke that doesn't fucking do the hard stuff," or something like that. And yeah, man, fuck, man, you're on good coin, buddy. We need more than that, man. And it's not like you're
Yeah.
fucking distributing the ball fucking expertly anyway. You had a great start to the year, the first couple of games, first 2, 3 games, and everyone was saying, "Oh, the Houston we fucking traded is fucking that. This is it." And yeah, and look at you now. You've become the Warble's new whipping boy, and you don't want that to happen, mate. When the Warble,
Floyd
when
is
Matt the
number one
Warble
whipping boy.
has you as your number one whipping boy, oh fuck, mate. God help you, mate.
With Darcy Moore, with Lewinsky, Floyd, they're
Yeah.
all his whipping boys.
Yeah. Who we got next? Jack Crisp. He's been okay.
No.
He's just fucking fumbling, man. Fucking hell, Crispy. Stop fucking fumbling, man.
He needs a rest. He needs a rest.
And yeah, he does, doesn't he? And fucking hell, Crispy, man. Three shots in a row you've had now, including last week.
Yeah.
Where you've been fucking, inside 50 too, man. And pretty much straight in front of goal, man. He's missed the ball, man.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. I know you kicked those clutch goals in the granny, mate. You fucking, you were important in that game. Yeah, man. And then I think back to that Geelong game from last year too. But that was that from outside 50? Yeah, I'll forgive him for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But he stuck a really good tackle. I remember I think it was maybe in the I can't remember when it was, but I just remember him sticking a really good tackle last night. All right. As the list goes down, the vitriol will get more and more. But I'll tell you what, this guy here, I'll give him a tick, man. Ed Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give him a tick.
Yep.
Because and he did play him, inside mid, not on the wing. And good on your fly. You listened to me for once, but every Collingwood supporter was screaming it out. Put him in inside mid.
Oh, yeah.
I hope he doesn't get drops because we're going to drop someone for Pendles, yeah? Please, man. Drop Long instead of Ed Allen. We've got Anderson. to do the hard stuff. Yeah, I think Longy needs a spell, but Ed Allen, it's a tick, man. We know how he uses the ball. He probably, uses it better than Ned Long, yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
just want to
Feels good
see.
today.
I want to see how he does against lowly teams, yeah. And
Yeah.
it would be great for him to play a big occasion game, and at the G. And if he fucks up, then we know he's fucking dog shit. Yeah, we know he's a potato, as he was described by Andreas from Black and White United.
He was pretty physical tonight too. I like seeing that.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next? Steel side bottom.
No.
Shocking last year. Sorry, shocking last week. Last night, better, but still, man, yeah. Do we forgive him for a long career? Like, he's been, at his peak, he was one of my favourites. But it looks like, father time, man.
Yeah.
There was a couple of tackles that he couldn't stick.
He needs a rest too.
Yeah, yeah.
I think unfortunately he needs
He
retirement.
needs a rest too, Mick.
Yeah, he's not playing next year. That whole
No.
thing where everyone,
No way.
he's gone. And Howie's probably gone too, yeah. Pendles,
Sure.
Drew is still out, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll
We don't
play
know.
the Pendles 4-3-3, and then I
Yeah.
reckon that might be it. I think.
Yeah, you reckon he might announce it after that?
Oh, I don't know if
Yeah.
he'll announce it, but I reckon like Swaddling will come in, Allen will stay in. So I reckon after that, yeah, he might be dropped. We'll see. We'll see what happens though. But yeah, I reckon
It'd be
time's up.
interesting. I don't think that players. I don't know if players do this much, but maybe he should just announce that it's his last season. Yeah, and that'll give if he announces that publicly and says, "Okay, this is going to be my last season," then it'll give Fly the onus to drop him maybe if someone like Swaddling's banging the door down, like if Swaddling has another fantastic game in the VFL next week, yeah. The Warble is his scathing self. There you go. All right, Matty. Matty did a stream from the he started from pre-game just after Anthony did his pre-game show and kept the stream going throughout the whole game and went all the way up to Anthony starting again. So he's been talking for a long time.
And Mick, it was just me and Matt most of the stream doing it by ourselves.
Was it? Yeah. I was listening to it
It
because
was just
I was
us
working.
two.
I was working today. I worked till about 6:30, so I listened to the first part of it, and I would have jumped on, but I was cooked. I just needed to sit down and and just relax before because I knew I had to do this as well.
Yeah, that's cool, Mick.
No worries. Angry Anderson. I like Angry Anderson, man. I like him. He needs another preseason, but
me.
Yeah, me too.
I'd keep him in.
Me too.
This whole question about
Yeah,
Long,
sure.
Anderson, or Allen, if you're going to choose one of them, I'd choose him. Yeah,
I'm choosing
over
him.
those two.
Yeah.
I think we all are. Surprisingly, uses the ball very well. Surprisingly, yeah. That I said it earlier. That kick to Jamie at the end there was fucking sublime, man. That was Pendlebury shit, man. He's a good kick, man. And that last quarter against Geelong last week as well. I know it was junk time, but and he attacks the ball. How we all want some people to attack the ball with fucking ferocity, man. For a first year player, albeit mid mature age, mate, he's going to be next year. He's going to be his year. But what we're seeing so far is a pass mark, and he stays in the team. Gus Anderson, mate, stays in the team. Don't drop him, Fly. Tallinger, don't fucking drop him, man. Please.
No.
But drop this guy, Ned Long.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
This team has to be
Hell
one
yeah.
of the
Drop him
youngest
for
teams
sure.
we've
I've
ever
been saying
had
this for a long time.
for a while.
Yeah, fucking oath. That would have to be one of our most. Did you say one of the youngest
Long time,
teams?
I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the players. Like, it's like 10
Yeah.
very young
And
players.
that's,
I
yeah.
actually didn't notice how many
And
there
that's,
were.
and that's the silver lining coming out of this loss, because like it was one of our most inexperienced teams for a long, long time, and it was the youngsters that did well,
Yeah.
and stepped up, and Anderson was one of them, Longy, mate, he's a fly favourite, man. Now, we asked a lot of him today because we asked him to do ruck work and stuff like that. But we're not going to need that from him next week. I can't. Fuck, man. He's got to get dropped, man. He's got to get dropped. He's got to
For
go.
sure. For sure.
Yeah. I don't know how to
I've been wanting
articulate
this
it
for a
any more
long
than that,
time.
man.
Him and Lipinski out of the team.
Yeah.
He has to come back as well, doesn't he?
I want him and
Oh,
That's the
Lipinski
thing.
both out
Yeah.
of the team.
more Lipinski, Pendlebury, all of them are going to come in, and I
Yeah.
guarantee he'll remove Hayes, he'll Parker, he'll Allen as well.
Yeah.
It'll happen again. It'll happen like 24
Yeah.
when we'll go on so
Yeah.
well.
He will,
He
Mick.
drops 5 youngsters, and we turn to crap after that.
Yeah. Look,
Like,
Parker,
just
I don't
like,
mind.
in all,
I don't mind.
in all seriousness, though,
Go, Tyler. Go, Tyler.
in all seriousness, is Lipper coming back next week? Like 100%?
Well, Fly loves him, mate. Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I can
he'll
see,
be back.
because
He had
I can see
concussion.
Steene,
He had concussion.
I can see
He had
DC
concussion.
coming in for Steene, direct swap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see Parker getting dropped for more.
Yep. And then it's
And then-
Pendles.
And then Pendles will be, I'm guessing, long.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
our
just
choice,
don't
but it'll probably be Allen.
Or it could be West coming out, but I just don't see Lipper coming in.
Yeah.
Like, even though like you rag, I actually don't see him coming in.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a lock, mate, as Matt's saying. Fly loves him, man.
Yeah,
we're
like
gonna see
Matt
him
says.
next week.
Yeah, he is. He is. If you know Fly, he is.
Unfortunately.
He's a lock. He's a lock.
But he still has
Oh.
his fans out there. He's got his fans out there. There's people that are sticking by him.
He's got all the girls because he's a
Yeah.
model. He's got all the girls.
Yeah.
He's a model.
Yeah. Okay, who we got next? Jamie. Fuck. What's happening with Jamie, man? Fuck. Come on, Jamie. I'll put it in the vault.
Is
I
it-
said you're going to have a
Is it
fucking
father
purple
time?
patch.
It's a father time.
It is father type, mate.
Has anyone else
Not
noticed
quite
that
winter
he's
yet.
playing?
That's all, Mick.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tyler.
No, sorry.
Is it
Has
still
anyone noticed
autumn?
that he seems to be playing really well in the final quarters for some reason? Like that's when he kicks his goals.
Yeah.
It seems to be only in the final quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It opens up in the
Yeah.
last quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I tipped him to fucking turn it on in winter. So are you saying it's still autumn, Benny? Officially?
Yeah, you called it for
Is it?
winter, so you still got a little bit of leeway, mate.
All right.
A couple of
Okay.
weeks.
Well, hopefully he starts it off against lowly opposition next week. Because far out, man. That's been one of the issues, yeah. Jamie's just hasn't been, he's kicked goals here and there, but he hasn't done anything this year, really. This player here is a
Mick,
big-
I have a question.
Go, Chris. Go, Chris. Yep.
Do you think we made a mistake giving him 2 years because of the way he's playing this year?
Yes, but if we only offered him 1 year, he probably would have shopped himself around. because I think Gold Coast was interested or something from what I recall.
Yeah,
So we'll
2-year
probably,
contract.
yeah.
They
And
were.
we had to keep, we had two oldie forwards. We had Checkers and we had Elliott. And Elliott was more durable. He's more durable, yeah. He's been through a lot of injuries, but he's still, he comes back. Whereas Checkers was like, if he didn't do his hammy, you have to fucking rest him every 4 weeks anyway. So yeah, we had to choose one of them. So we probably made the right decision, and there was nothing indicating that there would be a drop in form apart from signing a new contract, which usually happens.
And he still
Man.
kicked more goals than Checkers this year as well.
This year
Yeah,
or last, yeah.
no, this year.
Yeah. Oh, he has? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he has. Yeah. There you go. From all reports, Checkers at Melbourne, I'm hearing that he's fucking doing fuck all. He just did his hammy, but even before that, he was just a tall up forward, but Van Rooyen and all that were kicking all the goals and Fritsch and all that. Checkers was just there fucking celebrating with him. He was kicking a goal here and there, but he wasn't
Checkers was
setting
there
up
a goal a game forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he couldn't do for us last year at the end of the year.
Yeah. But, the inevitable happened with Checkers. He got he pinged his hammy, and he pinged his hammy conveniently straight after he went on that podcast with Tom Mitchell and bagged us. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's karma for you, mate. What do you want, Checkers?
What a crybaby going on that.
What do you want? What
a crybaby.
What the fuck did he want, man? A 5-year contract on $1 million a year or something, mate? We fucking got you from obscurity.
Yeah.
You were languishing in the fucking wherever the Williamstown or wherever the fuck you were playing. We took a punt on you, and then we took another punt by playing you up forward, and it worked. And you were a warrior. We loved you, man. So I think those words you could have articulated yourself much better in that podcast, man. Left a bit of a sour taste, man.
He didn't end up
because
last year good either. Like
yeah,
I reckon he was tuned out a while before finals. I reckon he was tuned out. Yeah.
And he has done.
Sorry, yeah.
Go, Tyler. Go.
I think there was something in that podcast where he says he felt insulted by getting that low ball offer. But all of us here were insulted by his poor performance the whole of last year.
Yeah.
We were actually insulted that he was offered a contract.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I was actually shocked when Fly mentioned that he was offered a 2-year contract. I'm like, dude, we don't even want him for 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got the audacity to say, he felt insulted by a low ball offer. Mate, you should be grateful that you were even given an offer.
Yeah. And it's just that left a nasty kind of impression of him because I really liked him. He was a warrior, man. He fucking played in the grand final, kicked that fucking fantastic goal. And he was leading goal kicker for so long and all that sort of stuff. We asked a lot of him, but that was the situation. But he has to understand what AFL clubs have to go through. AFL clubs have to fucking make these decisions. It's a salary capped league, and you can only have a limited number of players on your list. He should be mature enough to understand that, so he doesn't have to go on a podcast and throw jibes. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the same time, a lot of us here were talking about the fact that that 2024 was when he had this massive downhill season with his body, 2 injuries a season.
Yeah.
And he's gone to Melbourne and pulled his hammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't know his own capabilities, which is pretty low.
Mm. Yeah. There you go. Enough of Checkers. Let's go to Shooter now. Yeah, fuck him. Shooter. Fuck, man.
Stop handing the ball off, Shooter. Have a bloody shot.
I
That's
know.
him summed up at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. You're a forward, mate. You kick goals. fucking kick him, man. Like it's hard to bag him because his tackling and chasing is fucking elite, and it's so fucking inspiring. Like he did one last night where he chased down. Who did he chase down? He chased down someone and it ended up for a goal for us. And it's just you love that shit. But then you get the other side of it where missing goals from fucking 20 meters out directly in front that would have won us games and stuff like that. And it just fucking rips your heart out, man. But having said that, you keep him in there because you just can't buy the pressure he offers, yeah. And just quietly, fucking McCreary used to apply that pressure too, man. I don't know what's going on there.
Fallen off big time.
Yeah,
Though. Oh, I don't know what's
yeah.
happening.
We'll get to him, mate.
Yeah.
Mate, he hasn't even come up. He must have got like fucking
Oh, dear.
6 possessions or something. Anyway, Billy Frampton, mate. Billy Frampton, mate. What a fucking legend, man. Fucking another. He killed Kerner. Fucking killed him, man. The ball was there. How many times did the ball go in there? Fucking Kerner. What did Kerner got? Fucking. He took a mark that he fucking didn't even hold. He got some tiki touch with fucking free kick and kicked his goal and fucking celebrated like he won the flag as he usually does. But fucking Billy fucking destroyed you, and he's destroyed you 2 times now. So go fuck yourself, Bruno.
You know what I noticed about Billy is lately he's getting into good positions for intercept marks as well.
Yeah.
And I saw this week the stats came out. He's number 2 for 1%ers and number 1 for spoils this year.
Yeah.
There you go, mate. There you go. And I am very proud of that moment. I think it was last year or the year before. Remember Anthony from Pies Footy, yeah, was really, didn't rate him, yeah. And I made Anthony make a public apology after Billy came around, mate. And he did, mate. And now Anthony loves him too because he's a fucking gun, man. He's a gun.
Yeah.
Fucking oath, man. And he fucking had that big fall too. All of us were thinking, oh no.
I was winded as, yeah.
Yeah. Now we're going to play fucking Darcy Moore on someone because fucking Frankie just broke his ribs or something. But he came back after that too, man. He came back and fucking did well, man. Fucking legend, Billy Frampton. And Billy Frampton, not only is he legend, mate, he is into conspiracies like aliens and all that sort of stuff.
Oh,
which is
it's awesome, isn't it?
How awesome is that, man? Fucking oath,
Yeah.
mate. Oh, mate. Next up is Oscar Steene. Yeah, fucking commiserations, kid, man. I am also thinking of ultimate greatness at this time. He's probably too sad to come on the stream. Oh, I don't want to laugh, but I just look. Let's hope speedy recovery. He's out for the year. Hopefully, it's one of those where he's back. He can do some sort of a preseason next year and come back bigger and stronger. Hopefully, he doesn't lose his leap or anything like that. I'm praying that when he does come back and gets back in the team, we're not saying, oh, he hasn't got the leap he had when he was, before the knee injury. Yeah. Yeah, it is, man. It's a fucking bummer. Oh, man. Oscar. And I don't look. Someone said it somewhere, and I was following Twitter. I was looking at chats everywhere while I was watching the game. And someone said, "Oh, it's fucking Fly's fault for resting Cameron. You gave him too much workload, and he did his knee because of that." But, nah, it's not that. That's what someone said anyway. But everyone jumped on the guy that said it. Everyone just jumped on it. It's like you're full of shit, mate. So I shouldn't have even fucking mentioned it. But anyway. Will Parker's back in the VFL next week. Yeah, he just gets caught. I don't know. He's not a very impressive player. But having said that, I've seen him do 2 jobs on opposition smalls. over the last year. He did one on Higgins against St Kilda last year. I'm pretty sure he played on Charlie Cameron of all people and did a job.
Hmm.
So yeah, man, Will Parker, he's going to get dropped. So there's nothing much we can say. He didn't
Yeah.
play well enough to retain his place. It would have been nice for him to have a fucking mad game, and then
He
make
played
us.
a lot better than last week, though. I think he definitely improved a bit.
Yeah.
So he's probably one I will still hold for a few years' time, but now he's probably just not ready. Yeah.
And he was, before he chose to play cricket, he was like highly rated. People were saying he was going to be a first rounder, but then he chose to play cricket because he wanted to go for the big bucks in the Big Bash series and all that. And then I don't know what happened there. He decided to play footy again, and we picked him up very, a late pick. And yeah, you would have thought for someone that was, faded as this high draft pick, you would expect more, but that's how it is. Look, you can persist with him. I've seen him do jobs on
Yeah.
other smalls, so you can persist with him, but he's got to go back to the VFL and prove himself. All right, what do we got? McCreary, 2 stinkers in a row. Enough said. Where's fuck? Come on, Bo. 12 possessions, mate. You were this shining light. We were thinking, fuck, Bo's going to be a midfielder. He's not a fucking midfielder's arsehole, man. He's a pinch hitter at best, forward defensive type. That's all we're going to get from Bo, man. And we just want more output. That's all we ask, man.
There was a question that was there was a question
Yeah.
that was put up in the Discord chat, the Anthony's Discord. What position is Bo meant to be playing this year?
Yeah, it's a weird one. He's been moved around a bit. Yeah.
No man's land.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. He's probably confused, and he did have an interrupted preseason, but that's no excuse. You're in the ones we want to, we just want to see one of those fucking dynamic games of his, man, where he fucking, breaks a fucking tackle and kicks a goal from 50 on the run and fucking inspires us. But haven't seen that for a fucking long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan McStay's been serviceable.
Good today, I thought. Yeah.
He's gone from whipping boy to kind of like thank God,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
No brain farts last night. I'm pretty sure if he took a mark fucking 20 meters out, he would have had a brain fart. I actually thought he was going to fuck up that goal he kicked, right on the goal line. When I saw McStay, I'm thinking, oh no, he's going to fuck this, man. He's going to go for the soccer. It's going to come off the side of his boot or something. But no, it was so close to the goals. There was no way he was going to miss it. But yeah, he's been serviceable. How many marks did he take? He only took 3 marks. Shit conditions for marking. But yeah,
Ruck as
I'm not
well
gonna-
for a bit of the game.
yeah, and he did well. He did okay in the
Yeah.
ruck. Yeah, he did better than the others. And looks like he's going to be the second ruck from now on. So Daniel McStay, we picked you up from Brisbane, man. Unfortunately, you missed out on the granny, but now we're going to ask you to be Cameron's chop out, man. Unless something miraculous happens and we try Darcy Moore there and Darcy Moore turns into fucking Natanui, which is not going to happen. Will Hayes, yes, tick, big tick.
Yep.
Yes.
Underrated
Yes.
game. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, and
Well done, Purple.
that goal was great, yeah, where he just ran through fucking traffic and fucking kicked it. I jumped up on my couch after that because I think that was one of those 2 goals after those 2 reply goals.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was one of
One
them.
of them was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. And,
Ironically, his miss was one of the bad ones in the second quarter, and he snapped it
Yeah.
out way too high,
Yeah, he redeemed himself with that goal, but
Yeah,
that's another thing. He's young. He's going to learn. I hope someone gets in his ear and says, "Look, man, when you're fucking 20 meters out, you have to kick those, dude.
Mm.
Bobby Hill.
Mm.
We're talking about Will Hayes as our current Bobby Hill replacement. Now, Bobby Hill doesn't miss goals from fucking 20 meters out, yeah? He fucking passes them through. Like, he kind of identifies someone in the crowd and just fucking,
Yep.
hits them right on the fucking chest, mate. And that's what you got to do, man. These fucking sidekicks, you're lowering the percentage, man. I'm talking to McStay as well, and all right, sometimes you kick him and it looks fucking spectacular. It looks great, but fuck,
Yeah.
man. You see him missed all the time. You see it all over the fucking. Kerno did it too. Kerno still does it. He should have known better by now. I can't believe. I don't want to talk about him, but it's been that many years and no one said to him, "Fucking don't do it," because you fucking miss every second one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Charlie West, big tick. Fuck, what a start, man, with that fucking contested mark and that fucking beautiful fucking kick straight through. Oh, and they all got around him too, and were up and about. It was the best, man. Fuck. Did a couple of other things, turned the ball over a couple of times, but he has to stay, man. Just keep him in there. Let him learn. Let him play against fucking shit teams and fucking get an easy 4 or 5 goals and get the confidence up. Just keep him in there. And Jack Buller, he's not a ruckman's arsehole. We saw it.
No.
Albeit he's coming up against Grundy, one of the elite ruckmen, but still, mate, just go in front of the bloke, man. You would have known the boundary umpires are fucking pussies. They can't fucking make the distance. The ball's dropping short. Fucking just go in front of Grundy. Let Grundy fucking try and scrag to fucking get in front of you, man.
And he might push you in the back.
Yeah. Instead of giving away dumb free kicks, he's putting his hands up trying to say fucking, oh, I'm not holding Grundy. And then fucking he gives away a free kick anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, we've gone through all the players, and Matthew is backstage. And it's probably good timing. I'll probably get the presser up, but we'll talk to Matthew for a bit. Mr. Wharf, how are you, mate?
Going well.
Yep. Now, I've called this a gallant loss and an honourable loss, and I hate saying that. I don't say that lightly. Yeah. Do you agree with that?
All I'll say is I'll take you back to 1996.
Yep.
And a famous quote by one Terry Wallace.
Yep.
And he said that if I see anyone slapping someone on the back, saying this and that, saying that it's an honourable loss, I'm going to spew up.
Oh, man. It's I know. So, all I'll say, Matt, it was a loss. It was fucking gut wrenching, but there's a lot of positives out of it. There was a lot of kids, and they all fucking stepped up, man. They all showed something at least, and that's all we can take out of this, man. You there, Matty?
Yeah, I'm here.
Matt? Yeah. That's we can take the positives out of it. Unfortunately, next week
we can.
You'll probably drop it.
We need to be laser focused on the negatives.
Yeah.
Because we're being too Collingwood. We're being too Collingwood when we accept that defeat.
Yeah.
We accept the Hawthorn draw. We accept that defeat. We accept the Fremantle defeat and going, yeah. So we're going to drill down on the negatives so that we don't fucking lose a game like that next time we have a chance to win it.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So I'm not discarding the effort, and it's a lot better. I tipped we'd lose by 6 goals. So I'm not discarding the effort. It's there.
Yeah.
But if it was one thing I admire about the jumper punch guys is they do not accept anything less than 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And they're a fucking loser club. But
So that they've never done it.
Grandfather taught
Yeah.
their father that taught
Yeah.
them is that all we can accept is a premiership.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. It was not good enough today.
I'm with you,
Yeah.
Matt. I'm with you, Matt.
And our season so far is not good enough.
Yeah.
But moving forward, we can't change what's happened.
Yeah.
But it needs to really sting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That loss
That's the
needs to
thing.
really stings.
I agree.
And we can't just go, oh, no. That was an opportunity gone
I
begging.
agree.
Hawthorn was
So-
an opportunity gone begging. Fremantle was
third
an opportunity gone begging. Adelaide,
Yeah.
we should be top 4, top 2. We're one
Yeah.
of the best sides in it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
agree.
look, the Freo.
Moving
Freo-
forward, I'm very,
Yeah.
very happy about the young players and what they
Yeah.
achieved. But it was it was the older guys
Mm.
who Lockie
Yeah.
Schultz and Dan Houston. And I'm singling those guys out, but just certain fuck ups were players who should know better.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Fucking
So-
hell, Jack Crisp. You know,
Crisp.
Sidey
Agree,
was better
Matt.
this
I
week,
agree.
but fucking still, man, Sidey still had done some dumb thing.
So what's going to happen? What's going to happen is when Pendle's game happens next week. People are being a bit harsh on Will Parker. He's going to get dropped. I didn't think he was that bad. I think he tried really hard. Allen was
Yeah.
really good. Best game he's played in a while. Purple was good.
Mm.
West
Yeah.
was good. Limited opportunities. But you know that the people they bring out, the majority of them, if not all of them, to bring in these older guys who have got a rubber stamped game whenever they are available, will be younger guys. We never drop established players, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Until that changes. So
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
You would have been ranting all day, mate. Eh?
well, you heard me. We had our stream open nearly all
Yeah,
day.
yeah. I was watching the game with my wife, and we had some other people over, so I didn't listen in on the in like at quarter time and all that sort of stuff, But I listened to it earlier, and I saw right at the start of your stream, you played all these highlights, and the Big Brother, the YouTube Big Brother.
Oh,
cut you
yeah.
off, eh?
I was down on. I left.
Yeah.
I went to get some delivery, and I'm listening in like just a normal punter, and then I looked at the screen. This stream is no longer available. Like, oh fuck!
Yeah.
I started like message in the chat. Give me 5 minutes, guys. It was such a shame because that was a great game, that Collingwood Sydney elimination final.
And who had to host it, me?
And,
Who had to host it by themselves?
So because that was an obscure channel. That wasn't the AFL. That's just some battler channel who had poor quality game.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that they've copyrighted it? Like it's just some obscure channel? They've gone no.
It's all bloody AI, mate. It's all AI. It just scans
AI,
yours and
that-
scans
that's
theirs,
probably
and
it.
it just
That's
bloody
probably it.
kicks you
AI.
up and boots you for no reason, Even if you're doing legit like educational commentary on it just pisses you off now.
Yeah.
But then the jumper punch can just do 2 hour
a press conference after boss got
press
sacked.
conferences.
Yeah.
And they don't, but it's I think because they have like thousands and thousands of they get a pass because they're bigger channels. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
They're making YouTube money with the ads. Yep.
That would be it. They're like, who the fuck are you? You've got 15 people watching, so we're gonna just fuck you.
Yeah, and
I really like that format. I really like that format. Like an hour and a half before the game, I like to play the last half, or like 20 minutes of highlights of a big game from whenever 10, 20 years ago of a big game with those two teams, and
Yeah.
it gets everyone sort of fired up, and like,
Yeah.
and then we start talking, and it allows
No,
me
it
to
was
sort of
good,
get
man. Yeah. Because I tuned in and I was looking at it and I'm thinking, fuck, this is grouse. And then fucking just went blank. And the next thing, the next thing I know, like I switched off because I thought you got cut off, so I switched off. And then when I came back on later, fucking Chrissy Talbot's hosting. I'm like, mate, what? Chrissy Talbot's running the show now, mate. Oh, mate.
I was told by Matt to host the whole. I was told by Matt.
Yeah,
to
I said,
host
mate, can
the
you?
show.
Yeah, look, I'm in the middle of moving house, so my idea was I'm going to start up a stream. I'm going to get Shawnee, Chris, you, whoever, and I'll just start it up. I'll put a footy game on, and I'll just come in and out every now and then, and you guys will just talk shit. So it ended up just being that happened with the copyright, and it's just me and Chris, and I'm a little flustered. Like, Chris, can you just talk to the chat for a bit? I've got a whole lot of shit. Oh, fuck. But fuck, if my missus finds out I've started a stream when I'm supposed to be packing boxes, I'm fucking my ass is grass.
Yeah.
So the idea was I was going to set it up, you guys were going to chat, and I was just going to pack boxes until the start of the game. But thanks, Chris. You held up well, mate. Good man.
Yeah, mate. He was a natural, mate. He started asking the chat, asking questions, and he was answering the questions. Yeah. Fucking oath, mate.
Chris, mate, if you want to host a show,
I listened to you. I listened to you and Matt to do the.
No worries, mate. You're learning from the experts, Chris. Can I just ask?
Yes.
Hotkey.
Yes.
Hotkey in the chat. Did I just see you say your channel's been fucking terminated? What happened, man? Can you please explain?
What?
Yeah, I heard like earlier in the chat. He said his channel's been terminated.
Surprising.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on that, Hotkey?
Oh my god.
Did some fucking woke cunt fucking complain about you or something?
Probably some.
Yeah.
There you go. He got terminated after the Dan Gorringe video.
Dan, you are kidding.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Hang on. Are you sure that's Hotkey?
I don't know.
That could be a fake Hotkey.
You reckon?
Oh, it's his second channel.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
It's his second. No. It's him. This is a second channel that he started because his other one got terminated.
I want to know the story there.
Terminated after Dan Gorringe video, and he gave me $500. Well, because he felt sorry for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did he give you $500?
Hotkey,
he probably owned him, and he's trying to buy him off or something.
Yeah.
I didn't
you
know
jump
how
on.
bad Dan Gorringe was till I saw that video, Hotkey.
Yeah.
God,
more than welcome to jump on.
More
than welcome to jump on, Hotkey.
Smoking the guitar.
Yeah.
Cigar, not guitar.
Yeah. More than welcome to jump on, Hotkey, and explain yourself to us, mate.
Mate, I missed it. I had it in my bookmarks ready to watch sometime over the weekend, and now it'll be gone.
Yeah. The link's in the top of the chat if you want to join us, Hotkey.
You'll get it. Hotkey's getting a refuge in the alternate Collingwood YouTube scene.
Yeah. But if I fucking get terminated as well for associating with you.
Hey, do you find, I don't know about you guys, but I'm constantly, I know lots of people who are footy fans and lots of really intelligent footy fans. So I'm constantly like, I'll find the Swan supporter or a Freo supporter, whoever we're playing. And pardon me, and I tell them about the streams. I said, "Oh, do you want to come on and be our Swans expert or a Richmond expert?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, yeah." When it comes to it, how often do they just go, "Oh no, I've got a big day at work tomorrow." People shit themselves. Have you noticed that? Because you must ask more people than me. Yeah,
but I made the mistake of asking the big channels. Geelong's own Lucas. He's very small. He's got probably about 80 subs. So, and he's probably better than all the others anyway,
No,
But
I,
the bigger
I'm
channels, I
not
noticed,
talking.
like go.
No, I'm talking not because of snobbery, just because
Yeah.
they sort of shit themselves and like, oh, that
Oh,
sounds a
yeah.
bit too
Well,
full on, or like,
yeah.
there's going to be
Yeah.
this crazy, toothless, criminal, bogan
Yeah.
Collingwood supporters, and I'm a bit scared, or for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But they're like, yeah. Some just go straight out, nah, I'm not doing that. Others like, yeah. And then when it comes to it, they're like, nah. Oh, no, they'll say, oh, no, big day at work tomorrow. But yeah, it's not surprising.
Yeah. They probably listen
I've
to you,
actually got
man.
some. I've got some.
They probably
No,
listened
they
to your
know me.
stream,
Ah,
and they thought, "Oh
no,
shit,
but
this cunt's
they
going to be all
they know
over
what I'm
us."
like. But this is this. I'm like this. If we're at the pub, this is exactly the same conversation we're having. So they know what I'm
Yeah.
like. It's more that it's like there's maybe 50 people. Like if it's your stream, you know, there could be 50 people watching it. I think it's a bit of that, or it's a bit intimidating, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
It's kind of like public speaking, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it's a shame. I've actually got really good, knowledgeable opposition supporters who are really like Lucas. Will really make good guess.
Oh yeah.
Like
He's a legend, mate.
when it comes to the Richmond game, I've got my my premiership, my only seniors premiership coach.
Yeah.
He's a really, really annoying Richmond fan because they all are. They all are, right?
Especially
but
after
he's so
those 3
knowledgeable. He was a recruiter for a number of different teams. Just knows knows so many people. Very knowledgeable. So really good to talk neutrality footy.
Yeah.
He's really good. So hopefully I can get him on before we do the Richmond game for you on your and he'd be up.
Thanks,
He'd be up for it. He's probably one guy who will just I'll do that.
Yeah, beautiful.
So,
thanks.
And I'm so spewing. We are about to celebrate our 25th anniversary of our premiership, and it's in June. And I found out about it the week before I was about to leave Australia. And I was just like, oh, fuck, now I could have been there. Now you're telling me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, premiership 2001.
More importantly, did you star in that premiership victory?
I was pretty good in the premiership year. I didn't have the best game on the day.
Yeah.
I was my role was for most of the season. I would be named in the forward pocket, and I had a license to just go wherever I wanted.
Yeah.
So we were playing Bentley, and they knew what I was doing, so I got tagged the whole game. So I had to basically have a defensive forward just absolutely give it to me all game. So it wasn't the funnest day. But it was a good
which team was this again? Which team did you play for? Sorry, Matt.
We were the club is now called Fitzroy Football Club, which is in the amateurs. They're now in A-grade amateurs. Yeah. And at the time, when I first started at the club, it was part of the Melbourne University Football Club.
Okay.
And they had, which is a very old and famous club, and they had 3 teams. They had Melbourne Uni Blacks, Melbourne Uni Blues, and Melbourne Uni Reds. So I joined when it was Melbourne Uni Reds. And there's this Fitzroy Foundation approached the club because our home ground was on Brunswick Street, Fitzroy, and the Fitzroy Foundation just after Fitzroy merged with Brisbane approached the club and said, "Would you be open to wearing the Fitzroy jersey and forming some sort of a relationship, especially because you play at Brunswick Street, and be renamed to the Fitzroy Reds?" And our club didn't really have to think much about it and thought that's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
So my last few years there, we wore the Fitzroy jersey, and all of the old Fitzroy supporters used to come and watch us. Not all of them, but a decent size used to come and watch us at the Brunswick Street Oval. So it was really cool. And so then eventually they just become straight out called the Fitzroy.
Yeah.
And they at the time that was in D grade amateurs, and now so over the years they sort of climbed up the ranks, and now I think they're in A grade. They've won
Okay.
quite a few flags along the way. So
Are they still called Fitzroy?
they're called Fitzroy now. Yeah,
Okay.
Fitzroy in Victorian amateurs.
Not to be confused with Fitzroy Stars.
No,
So
different. Fitzroy amateurs.
Okay. Yeah.
Want for a bit of work, but they are associated with the Fitzroy Foundation, so they have and they play at the Brunswick Street Oval, the spiritual home of Fitzroy.
Yeah.
And
okay.
yeah, so it was so yeah. Anyway,
All right.
bit of a segue there.
No worries, man. Mate, this is the time, mate. It's the 2-hour mark. The tangents can go anywhere now, mate. Hotkey. If you're still listening, Hotkey, more than welcome to jump on. I'm going to play Fly's presser, but if you jump on, we'll talk to you first or whatever. But I've got Fly's presser in the back here, and we're going to hear some woke, the usual fucking comments. I think. So we'll put that on. Yeah. See what he's got to say.
Go for it.
All right, hold on a second. Just the usual betting ad's going to fucking come on first. Just give me 1 second.
Fly had a good night, I've got to say. Got to give credit where it's due.
Yep.
More of that
He
Fly.
did.
Yeah.
That's his.
Yeah, I agree.
That's his best coaching performance since the qualifying final.
Yeah.
So,
Look, I can't.
Yeah.
You can't fault him.
Got it in.
Yeah.
Not
You
tonight.
know.
Not tonight. So,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, putting McStay
But
in
it's
the
just-
ruck in the last quarter almost won it for us, kind of thing. You know, stuff like that. You know, Allen
having said that,
inside mid. You know.
yep. Oh,
Yeah.
he does listen to us. He absolutely so does.
For
He
sure,
does.
mate.
Yeah, he listens to you, Mick. He listens
These
to you, Mick.
nuppies, absolutely. But what I will say to you,
He
Fly, if you
listens
are
to you,
listening
Mick.
to us, and the same thing we'll say to Darcy Moore, is Darcy Moore had a good qualifying final as well. So
Yeah.
you need to
Yeah.
your best and your worst, you need to bring closer together, and you need to have 5 games out of 6 good coaching, not 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right? Come on.
What's the
I
world
reckon
coming
I know why
to?
Fly coached well tonight, because I reckon the Brisbane check bounced.
All right. Yeah. There we go. There we go.
No, Ben. What I'll say is, as you see, I'm wearing my tinfoil hat. I
That's
reckon
the best avatar, mate.
Fags has called him and say, "You been listening? That fucking warbles onto you. Fucking don't make it so obvious, dickhead. Fucking do something." Oh, okay. I'll lift
Yes.
my game.
You Brisbane
I'll pretend like I'm
agent?
trying.
Yes, you Brisbane
He is.
agent.
He's a fucking double agent.
How's the irony, mate? A fucking loss, and it's swayed Matt, and Matt's leading towards Fly now. Oh, no,
Oh,
don't tell me
hey.
to
You know me. If someone, if I don't
No,
care who
I
it
don't
is,
think
if they
I don't
perform,
think
I
so.
say they perform. It doesn't mean I
Yeah.
haven't been right for the previous 12 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maddie's like 99% fair.
yeah. I've
I
got
agree.
Hotkey backstage.
I'll bring
Hotkey,
him
we're
on.
just gonna listen to Fly's presser. Oh, look, I'll get him on, and all right.
I reckon
Hotkey.
Hotkey will be more interesting.
Yeah, we'll talk to Hotkey for a bit. How are you, Ben?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Good. So you're being
man.
kicked off YouTube. Fucking hell.
Oh,
huh?
this shit pissed me off so much. Yeah.
Hey, give us the context on it.
Was it the criticism of the set?
That was minor, wasn't it? All that stuff.
Yeah, pretty minor.
Do you want to know the story now, or do you want to?
Yeah, go for it, man. Just tell
Yeah.
us, mate. Yeah.
I'll tell you the bullet points.
Yeah, go for it.
So basically, I did a video on Dan Gorringe because one of my subs suggested it, And he kept bugging me for it. I was like, okay, fine, I'll cover it. Even though I can't listen to him because I just hate his podcast so much. It's just shit. Once I get going, then I just continue to find things and nitpick at him. And he just annoyed me so much that I really started to lay into him. And I thought, I shouldn't put this on YouTube, but I did it anyway. And then first of all, he sent me a message saying thanks and sent me $500 through YouTube. And then the next thing I see about an hour later is a strike, the first strike. And then today I went out for the day and I got home and I looked and I couldn't find anything. And I was looking on my phone and I was like, what the fuck? So then I checked my account and it's terminated. It's gone.
So all your videos have disappeared into nothingness.
No, I've still got them as downloads, but yeah, they're not on YouTube anymore.
Okay. And I don't understand him giving you 500 and then fucking reporting it. Is that some kind of shit stir?
I don't know because it's still like I can't see YouTube anymore, and so it's possible that I might not get it. But I thought that once people paid you, you just received it anyway. But I guess we'll see when the month next week I get paid from YouTube, I think. So we'll see if it goes through. But it's possible that he did it knowing that it's not going to go through, and then it was a bit of a troll, which I thought, why would he risk doing that? I couldn't understand it because I thought you can't guarantee that the channel's going to get terminated, and you could lose that $500. Like, why wouldn't you just give me $1 or something? I couldn't work that out, to be honest. But he's a
I thought it was pretty. I thought your criticism was pretty vanilla, like from what I've seen from you before.
Yeah, there's probably a few slows here and there, but yeah.
What rule did they say you broke?
Did you say a few non-woke things that YouTube might have got uppity about?
Yeah, because he really pissed me off, and so sometimes it's hard to hold back when people just annoy me that much. But I think they said it was cyber bullying, harassment, or some bullshit. Yeah.
Right.
Oh man,
Jesus Christ.
But you know, I kind of expected that, like from the start, because that's the kind of content I put out.
Yeah. So this thing you're calling us now, you can't post videos now on this new channel, or?
Well, I'm going to put all the old videos back up on the new channel, but a lot of my new content I'm going to put on Patreon because I'm not putting it on YouTube. They just fucked me off now. What's I going to say? I was going to say something. Sorry. That's right. I'll come back.
Is it going to be an absolute fucking nightmare to get all your subscribers back, or is that an easy process?
Well, it's going to be difficult because I can't contact my YouTube subs. So I can't tell people that I've been terminated. Half the people probably don't even know at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but the funny thing is, I actually got an email from YouTube and they said, oh, we've decided to terminate you or whatever. And I sent them an email back trying to, what do you call it? Like get it back or whatever. And I said, I'm just like a YouTube commenter, just a reaction guy or an opinion guy, just like everybody else. What's the problem, kind of thing? And they came back, no shit, within an hour.
I don't have it anymore.
They came back within an hour and said, nah, we're not helping you out. And it's terminated. That's that. After an hour. So nobody even looked at it.
Was it like an AI fucking generated reply, or do you reckon it was from someone?
I think it was because I abused them in an
close
email.
the door, please?
I abused them in an email on the way back, and then it just didn't go anywhere. Didn't go to anybody. The email failed.
Yeah.
So just complete wankers.
Yeah. Oh, fuck it.
I think most people. I don't know whether they keep their videos. I definitely keep my videos because I don't know what's going to happen. But I've heard people lose everything, and that they
I've heard that too.
Back. So that's the way it is. Yeah, that's life, man.
Yeah. Shit happens, mate. Fucking hell. Oh, well, what can I say, man? So you're gonna just you're still gonna be active on YouTube, or you're just gonna concentrate on Patreon now?
Most of it's going to be concentrated on Patreon, but I will put the occasional new video on YouTube, I'm sure. But I didn't really want to come on here and plug my channel because it's your time and it's your chat kind of thing.
Man.
But you asked me about it, so
that's all right. Now, look, man, we've been dissecting the game for 2 hours, man. And
I haven't seen the game yet.
Usually after the 2 hour mark, we just we still talk about Collingwood and the game, but we can just go into all sorts of crazy tangents and shit, So no drama there, man.
It's pretty unexpected after 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes when this happens,
Yep.
sometimes when this happens, hotkey is when they terminate a channel. All of a sudden, it can just boom. They can just give it back to you, and it's kind of like it's kind of like a warning.
Yeah.
Like this is how easily we can fuck with you.
Do you know what the odd thing is though? This is
That's
a conspiracy.
what happened recently.
This is my conspiracy theory because I think he gave me the money knowing that it was going to get terminated. But then I thought, how the hell could he know that? Like, how could he have that much power? And how could he influence that?
He's in the club. He's.
People have channel managers and stuff too, yeah.
Who? Dan Gorringe?
No, just certain channels in general. I don't know how big you have to be, but certain YouTube channels have YouTube managers that sort of, I guess, help them along, and sometimes they're networked and all that. So I don't know if he had a contact even just to sort of troll you a bit.
I don't know, but it is kind of scary to think that they can just terminate it that quickly, especially when I've been established for a while. I can understand it if it was like 10 subs or something, but and when they gave me the warning, like the strike for a week, I thought, okay, fair enough. I was pushing the boundary a bit, but then it was like, oh, you're gone. I was like, what the hell? So they don't even give you a chance.
Dan
Are you
Gorringe
surprised?
He's not organic. Dan Gorringe is in the club, and
no
he
kidding.
may as well be Kane Corns on YouTube. So
I could say so many things about those guys.
The powers
Kane
that be
Corns.
don't want to see him being criticised and shown what a feiny, folk, talentless knob he is, and that's what
You know what
you've done.
it is. You know what it is. I think it's pretty obvious now with Kane Corns, who changed his tone completely, and Dan Gorringe. They're all part of Sportsbet, right? Or they're all part of gambling somehow, right?
Yeah.
So it's something to do with that, no doubt.
Yeah.
Because Kane Corns completely changed who he was in the last 12 months.
Yeah. Can you answer this question? Are you surprised it took 4 years for this to happen? Because you've put out some worse stuff than that video, I reckon. Like
I know,
the Ricky
definitely.
Nixon one comes to mind.
Yeah, that was a Patreon one that I put out. That was 46 minutes of me hating on him, pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
but he's so far down in the fucking gurgler, mate. He couldn't give a fuck, mate. He's got other shit on his mind.
yeah, and I was accusing him of, hooking up with underage girls and shit as well. Like, so yeah, it was a lot worse than the Dan Gorringe one. But for some reason, Dan didn't like it. I'm surprised he even saw it. And now I've got proof that AFL players watch their stuff.
Yeah.
He's the most high-profile person that's contacted me. And to get money was insane. Like, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Mellow in the chat, I saw you appear backstage for about a few seconds and then you just disappeared. You're more than welcome to jump back on, mate. Love to hear your voice. All right. Shall we get on to Fly's presser?
Can I just show you one thing before you do? And then I'll get off the chat. And then I'll get off the chat. I'm just dying to show you this. Get a load of this.
Go, Ben. What's that? Looks like a World Cup.
That's
Lego
World
Cup,
mate. I love it.
It's the Lego World Cup. I had to show something.
I picked it.
Oh.
So yeah, exciting stuff for me.
I was waiting for something controversial, man. Come on, man.
Well, if you want something controversial, then it's not the end of Dan Gorringe yet. I'm not done with him yet.
All right. Oh, good. That's good to hear, man.
He's not going to just take that away from me and expect to get no repercussions for that.
Yeah. All right, man. It's a shame to hear that, man. But look, you the way you are, mate, you don't give a fuck about anything, mate. I'm sure. No,
and I kind of expected it could happen at any time, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can only tell the truth, right? I can't sugarcoat things.
It means you're over the target.
They know who I am now, definitely, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure. What's his name? Andrew Dillon probably knows now.
Yeah. And I'm associating with you now. Fucking hell, I'm fucked now, huh?
Guilty of laughter. That's what it is.
Yeah. But they'll look at my 250 subscribers and say, "Fuck, It's not worth it, mate.
You're next. That's right. I'll go to court for you. I'll back you up.
No worries, pal. No worries.
All right, I'll get off. I'll let you guys talk about Collingwood. See ya.
No worries. Thanks, Benny. Catch you later, pal.
Yeah, mate.
All right. Yeah.
So-
I saw Mello, who's a regular in the chat. I saw you come on the backstage for a few seconds, and I was about to get you on, but then you just fucking disappeared. More than welcome to come back, bro. All right. Let's see what Fly's got to say.
Hey,
Yep.
before you start, I'll do a ninja vanish now too.
Sorry,
Hey,
sorry, Ben. Sorry,
Ben.
Ben.
Right.
Basketball from the US,
Let me just-
tennis from France, or
Fuck.
soccer from
Oh, wait.
Spain. Watch and bet all
Oh,
in
wait.
one place. With
Just wait for this
Sportsbet.
fucking ad.
What's
Sorry.
gambling really costing you?
What went wrong?
What were you saying, Ben? Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to promote my gambling company. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually going to go to. I'm actually going to go to bed. So yeah,
Nice.
disappointing.
You must-
Disappointing with the result, but I'm happy for
Yeah.
what we showed. Again, but we got like Maddie said, we've got to knuckle down and get some scalps now, man. Before this
Fucking oath.
becomes a Carlton thing.
Yeah. Tell me, Benny, you've got a couple of rest days now. You've been fucking working out like an absolute animal the last few days, man. And you're sore.
Yeah.
You went to the gym today while you were sore, mate. You're an absolute beast,
Yeah.
man. Have a couple of rest days, mate.
I'm gonna. I got four. I've had four mornings of jits this week, and then today I was
Yeah.
lifting, and I'm fucked. Tomorrow I got
Yeah.
nothing, and then
Yeah.
fucking I'll do a bit of yoga on Sunday just to get my body fucking back into alignment, mate.
Yeah.
And then start again Monday. Really?
No worries. All right, Benny. Thank you, man. No worries.
No,
The-
thank you for
Benny
the-
Zero,
See you, Benny.
the nicest man in Collingwood YouTube land. All right, catch you later, mate. All right. I'll introduce Mello. His real name is Tom. Mello, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Nick. Yourself? Hey, boys, how are
Good,
we?
man. Welcome, man. First timer.
Hey, Mello.
No, I've been on before. It was probably last year, but yeah,
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
the first time this year. Yeah.
Your personal mates with Ultimate Greatness. Where is the big fella?
I am. Well, we've been friends for about 4 or 5 years, but I don't know
Yeah.
where he is tonight. Yeah, I might
Yeah.
message him, see how he's
Yeah.
going. He's probably hurting from the Steene news, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
You would have felt it, mate. Fuck.
yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I know how
Yeah.
big of a fan he is, like we all do, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to add anything about today's game before we go on to the presser, mate?
Yeah, I felt like we should have won, but we were
Yeah.
up by a fair margin and all. But it was good hit out by the kids, and I feel like
Yeah.
Sydney were just too classy in the end. They got a lot more. They got a lot more X factor than us at the moment.
Yeah.
So they're going to be up there this year. They'll probably be a top 2 side. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And like, I hate
Yeah.
saying this shit. Like, we just beat it. We just lost to a top 2 team and all that sort of stuff. But they are,
Yeah.
and they're at almost full strength, and we fucking almost got them at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah,
that's got to be fucking commended, mate.
When you got Ned Long in the ruck with Buller, because we didn't have a ruck,
Yeah.
and he's going to capitalise, isn't he? That played a big factor. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh well, we fought it out. We weren't expected to win, and there's going to be a blowout by the so-called
Yeah.
experts. Yeah, it was good to keep it close, but yeah,
Yeah.
bit unlucky in the end, in my view. But
yeah.
How you going, Mello?
How you going, Matt?
Good, mate. Were you trying to get into the stream earlier? I think I saw
Yeah,
you.
I was.
Maybe.
That's all right. Yeah.
So I think it was too late letting you in.
No, it's all
Something.
good, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'll join next time. It's all right. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're in. Are you in Mildura?
Yeah, I'm in Mildura. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are
About 6 hours away from you guys.
Are you on WhatsApp, Mello?
I am. Yeah.
Mate, do you want to just put your WhatsApp number in the private chat, and I'll add you to
All right.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, we can do that.
And
Yeah.
I'm doing a stream. sometimes I don't put it on the public just so
Yeah.
we keep it, manage who's on. But you'd be welcome to join most times.
All right. Yeah. Sweet.
And give you a heads up if we're going to do a stream.
Yeah. No worries at all. Yeah.
By the way, Chris, I don't have you. Are you on WhatsApp, Chris and Anthony?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if
Oh,
I am. I don't know if I am.
Hang on, no. I have WhatsApp, but I'm not on your thing. No.
No. If you put your number, if you put your WhatsApp number in the private chat, I can add you on WhatsApp, and that way, if I'm doing a stream, I can send you the StreamYard link.
Yeah.
All right,
So you get a heads up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's going to see the numbers in the private chats. That's all good, guys.
Yeah, it's just between us.
That's all right.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you don't have WhatsApp, Chris, you can add me on Facebook, Messenger, whatever.
Yeah.
Are you on Facebook, Matt?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
All right. All right. Shall we play the presser?
Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Wrong for you there. What went wrong for your mob?
Did a lot right. Like we turned up tonight with probably the youngest team we've put on the paddock for probably since I've been involved. I'm not sure of the factual data around that, but we left number one ruckman out, captain stayed at home, Paddy Lipinski, 150 game, a lot of experience. We brought in youth, and so we come up here tonight to put on a show for our fans.
I know.
Well, how does Lipper get a mention?
It doesn't matter who wears it.
Oh, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
We wanted to represent our jumper and our colours and our fans well. And I know this game's judged on wins and losses, so you get judged that you don't get points for it. But there's a certain opportunity to turn up and play a brand of footy that our fans are proud of. And
can you stop it, Nick?
We think we did that.
Yeah, 1 second.
You said you were already a ruck.
Okay, Benny. All right. Okay, the Brisbane double agent. Okay, all right. That's a bit of a stretch. But you got to admit, Fly is in love with Lipper.
Yeah, you have to mention
it. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely infatuated with him.
Yeah.
And sadly for Fly, he's in the friend zone. It's never going to happen, Fly. You've got to just move on and, cut your losses. Just realize it's never going to happen. That is not a conspiracy theory. That's real.
Yeah. All right.
Down, how is Oscar?
Yeah, it's not looking good. Unfortunately, early diagnosis is a full reconstruction, but we'll again have to get scans to confirm it.
No.
God.
Yeah, that's sad. And
unfortunately,
to see what he was capable of against Brody, who clearly is one of the better ruckmen in the competition. He was really holding his own, and we had a lot of ascendancy from that. I think we might have been 16 points up or close to it around that time, and then the game changes because we just have to have the next man up. We've got Dan McStay and Jack Buller, and then Long trying. But not many teams can cope when the number one ruckman goes down like that against an opponent like Brody.
Craig, can you talk about the game plan, especially early when you're able to put the pressure on, you're able to restrict the Swans movement through the corridor, get the first 5 goals in the game? Was it going almost perfectly to the plan that you drew up?
Yeah. No, we had a deliberate plan. It wasn't overwhelming for our young group, and we had we had parts of our game we executed beautifully, and I love that. Desire from our leaders. I think our leaders were outstanding this week, setting this game up. Their standards, their energy. They led from the front, and then we get Geordie getting in the game early, really important, and Nick kicking a couple of goals as a forward. A lot of things worked, didn't it? And again, we turned up with a plan. You got to execute it against the best team in the competition, or arguably. We thought we did that well.
If you look at that second quarter, I think it was 1-7 in the end, and then Sydney get 2 late ones and kind of bring that game back into the balance.
When you lose by a goal, it's all those moments, isn't it? Someone had a set shot, someone could have stepped a goal. Both teams kicked 15 points. It was tricky conditions. I think it's only the second time this year the Swans haven't kicked 100 points. So we defend the ground well at our best, which gives us an opportunity with that energy of an effort that we had tonight, plus defending the ground. Well, we're going to be in a lot of games.
In terms of your game plan, just how well you shut the Swans down in terms of the corridor. What was it that you did so well there? Because I mean, you really started.
Who's this Irish man?
Yeah. I think most opposition will be able to look behind the goals and see an opportunity. The Swans are so aggressive through there, so you got to get density in there and make it hard for them to go through that part of the game. And second quarter they went a lot wider, whether it was through our bodies in the position, but forced them to go a different method. And the game was in the balance for a long time. I'm really proud at the end too, when it looked like they kicked a couple of goals, the crowd was roaring and all the free kicks are going their way. Everything's sort of in their favour. We go, no, we're not going to give up. Let's play another 5 minutes and see how we go. That's the energy we had tonight, and that's the energy we want for our fans every week.
Brody said he enjoyed having a bit of a catch up with you on the side.
Yeah.
Share what you said.
I'd love to be able to share, but I can't share exactly what I said to him. It was all respect. Trust me, it was all respect, and I've got great respect for what he's doing, and nothing untoward.
15 behinds tonight. You talk about small moments making up for a 1-goal loss. How would you rate the goal kicking tonight?
It's challenging. It's where you have the shots from. That I think most of those in the second quarter were rushed snaps in the wet. We want to execute better. Again, same amount of points for each team. It's small margins, isn't it? We played Hawthorn, arguably one of the better teams in the competition, took them right to the line. Had a draw. We played Freo early in the year. They haven't lost a game since we played them, lost by a goal or something. Now we played the Swans away with a developing group, and we're showing our best is good enough. And that's exciting. We've got a lot of work to do. I'm not naive. A lot of work to do. Played the Cats last week. They showed that their form stacks up. They're playing as good as anyone. And we showed our best tonight. We'll compete.
And obviously missing some troops tonight, as you alluded to before. Have you got any updates on whether the boys in the concussion protocols are tracking well, or Darcy, how he's going?
Yeah, we're hopeful. They've done everything to now, and he'll get through next week, and they're likely to be available. Darcy Cameron likely to be available. So we'll get a few troops back. Pendles will be back for his big milestone. We're looking forward to celebrating that.
Clearly, there'll be some talk again about Scott not playing this game. What would you say to people who go, or maybe if he was here, that would help the game?
Or do you want to celebrate the record for the most games in the history of the game here tonight, or would you rather do it next week at the MCG? That's a simple question, and I respectfully, when Pendles has played that many games, that we want to make sure that we celebrate him in the right manner. His body isn't as bulletproof as you think it is. 5 and 6 day breaks. All the data says that he's just getting to the line, and we're looking after him, and we'll celebrate him appropriately.
Craig, I don't think anybody is wrong. The Swans is close this season. Certainly not at the SCG. Do you think that you guys almost had the blueprint in terms of taking them on?
Well, again, our opposition scout, Jack Prado, does an incredible job. He works that hard to look for little cracks in everyone's armours. Everyone's doing it to us as well. You got to find a way. I'm using a lot of AI too at the moment. It's pointing us in the right direction for a lot of things, and we just got to keep trying to find ways to beat the best teams. And again, I repeat myself, but we're showing that our best is capable. And small margins and a lot of improvement still to come, we hope, and who knows from there.
Did he just say he's using AI?
Yeah.
Sounds to me you did, yeah.
How about you use your assistant coaches? You got a guy called Hayden Skipworth who is by all accounts the next in line to be the next senior coach. Why don't you fucking listen to him instead of AI?
Yeah.
Anyway, pretty decent presser apart from that bit.
Yeah.
And he's a highly rated tactic coach as well.
Yeah, why don't you listen to your? Well, I think what's happened tonight is he did listen to to Skipworth.
Yeah.
For once.
I'm really worried about the selection. Yeah. The selection.
Is he listening to AI? Because AI can fuck with you.
Oh yeah.
I tell you what, the AI has been a cheeky motherfucker just making YouTube thumbnails.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fucking oath, man.
AI can't be trusted.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, AI, just like the rest of the population, doesn't like Collingwood. I'm telling you what, AI is not a fucking Collingwood supporter fly. Don't fuck with AI.
It's also funny because I think Sam Mitchell is he's been confirmed to be using it too.
Oh.
Who?
Sam Mitchell.
Sam Mitchell. Yeah.
Well, Mallow. Yeah, okay, that's fair. But I'm telling you right now, AI will most either be a Hawthorn supporter or a Geelong supporter. Okay, so
You're probably on the money there, yeah.
well, AI is a fuckwit, so
Yeah.
they're going to be either a Hawthorn supporter or a Geelong supporter.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Mello.
Most of my best mates who are either Hawthorn or Geelong. Don't take that personally. And
Yeah,
Lucas,
Mick.
if you're listening, you're a good man, but you know what I mean.
Mello, you got a bit of background noise, bro. It's kind of like, have you got something like on in the background or headphones or something?
I've got the fan on.
You've got your YouTube on? Mute your YouTube.
See how that
that's
works.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better, bud.
Yeah, it's probably the fucking fan.
AI.
Yeah. I'm fucking very concerned about the fucking selection for next week, man.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to bring in Lipinski. He's going to drop Steele.
Yeah.
Who else? Like he's going to, if he plays Spodling, yeah, that's great. But
yeah, I don't think he brings Swadling in. Look, it's going to be DC coming in. More for Parker. So DC for Steene, more for Parker. Pendles for, that's the interesting one. Will probably be, who do you...
That should be long.
Yeah, it should be long.
But
it's going to be Allen.
It'll be Allen or Anderson.
Yeah.
Who else is going to come back?
That's Lipper.
I mean,
he'll bring Lipper in.
Oh yeah, so Lipper will come in for either. So Anderson and Allen are both out, and so those all the four guys who went out will come in for Steene, Parker, Allen, and Anderson.
Yeah.
So
if
that
he
all the club, they're putting the band back together.
Yeah. Fly, if you're fucking listening, mate, all right, you will fucking get respect from all of us if Lipper does not get selected. You will fucking, all of a sudden, will look at you differently, mate. Just letting you know now, mate. Craig, as you drink your fucking bottle of red in your Sydney hotel room, because you got, what else are you going to fucking be doing, mate? You'll be listening to us, mate. Fucking don't put Lipper in next
why
week.
it's a giveaway as well, because it's Pendlebury.
Well, what I would also say to Craig is I would say, look, you know, you want to bring Lipper back. He's a lock, but he's not replying to your messages. You know, he's not. You're commenting on his Instagram posts. He's not replying. It's over, mate. Just move on. 2 words. Friend zone.
Yeah, and just let Lipper disappear into the ether like we never, into VFL obscurity, and then delisting after that, and we'll just see the back of him because we need to regenerate this fucking team, man, and he's not part of the fucking solution, mate. So that's our advice to you, Mr. McRae. What else, guys?
Imagine if he dropped Hayes again.
Oh, he can't, mate. He seriously can't, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also Pendlebury's record-breaking game coming up, so you'd want Lipinski to be part of it as well.
Yeah.
Why would Lipinski have to be a part of it? Like it's a non fucking no brainer or something. You know, fucking hell, mate.
Because he's one of Fly's mates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking. He shouldn't be part of it because he'll probably fuck it up, mate.
Yeah.
Oh man. Even fucking Darcy Ball, mate. He's coming back in the team. It's like we're gonna fucking figure out where to fucking
Do you
play
know
the
what?
cunt.
Do you know what would be? This sounds super counterproductive. I know, but if he just drops all of the players he puts back, virtually 3 or 4 of the players who just came in are going to go straight back out for people who are in the club, right? I hate to say it, but it'll almost be a good thing if we lose.
To West Coast.
Because, yep. Because
just to show
the
that,
whole
yeah.
the whole
It'd be a
football
big-
world
it'd be a
will
big wake-up
turn
call.
on him. They will turn on him.
Yeah.
And just go, look what you did against the Swans, because they really want the Pendlebury thing, you know, the record-breaking game. They want that to be a failure. Okay. Now, I don't want that to happen. I love Pendles, and I want it to be a good celebration. And it's bad enough that we're focusing on it, and he's wearing the jumper. Okay, I get that. And he's making money out of wine sales and all that. Okay, that's ticked off. Good. What a fucking an achievement. But everything else, now, that's kind of separate to it. But if you start fucking around with selection so that you get your favorites in so that they can play with it, and you drop kids who have come in and done a job, like if you go and drop Westy, even if you go and drop Parker, and you go and drop Allen and the rest, whoever he drops to bring in the veterans, and we lose because some of these players just don't deserve to be in the side, then and West Coast is going to be fired up as it is, but we just don't have the zip, and we just, you know, think we're just going to win because it's Pendle's game. We almost deserve to lose it because we're disrespecting the opposition. We're disrespecting our own players. We had, what do we have, 8 players who have played less than 20 games tonight?
Yeah, that's right.
And we're going to
And
drop
all of
half
them-
of them. We're going
Yeah,
to
and
drop
all of them
half of them
impressed.
next week.
Yeah.
We're going to drop half of them just because they are favoured over, not because they're necessarily better, but because of favouritism, which we established earlier on my stream, that under Australian law is bullying.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's going to be interesting.
please don't drop West. Please don't drop Hayes. Please don't drop Allen. If you must drop someone, it's Longy's term to go. Why?
Yeah.
You know, get some selection integrity going forward. Let's get some selection integrity because it will be better for us in the long term. You want to win games, Fly? I hope so.
If he drops fucking Hayes, because he's bringing in fucking Pendles, who is a genius, but he's slow, and you're bringing in Lipinski, who's another fucking slow coach, and what, you're going to drop Hayes, one of the fastest players in the 23? Mate, West Coast, they're a young team. They're fast. They're not experienced, but, you know, they can get a run on them. So
Allen's fast as well.
Yeah. Allen needs this game against West Coast in front of a massive crowd against, you know, in all fairness to West Coast, they're fucking last. They're, you know, they're a lowly opposition, yeah? He needs this. He needs to play a full game in the midfield against a midfield opposition that is not fucking. It'll be good to see him up against Harley Reid or someone like that, yeah? Show us all that you can match it with another young gun, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
But yeah,
I've got
give
no
him a
doubt
chance.
in my mind that McWalter, the coach McWalter, would be reminding the players during the week, like, hey boys, look, they think they've won the game. They think they've, they've gotten away with playing us for the big game and all that. And yeah, they'd be using this as fuel. No doubt.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. They have looked at the draw and they've gone, where is the easiest win that we have? Right? Now, it could have been 3 games earlier, but they've held Pendles back. They're already selling jerseys. They've got this gold number. Pendles is selling wine. And they think that they've already won the game because it's you lot.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? Now, you're about to run out in front of 90,000 Collingwood supporters. They also think they've already won because they don't respect you. This club, in fact, they're going to make it state versus state. This state thinks that they disrespect the club and they disrespect the state. What are you going to do about it? Fuck yeah. Fucking Victorians. Mark my word. I can almost guarantee you we'll be down at 3/4 time.
Yeah. I reckon they'll jump us because, all that fanfare, it will be just fucking, we'll be fucking like in a daze like we're fucking stoned and they'll jump us for sure.
Yeah, there'll be like Pendle's running out with his kids and all the media, and there'll be the signs flashing around. Like we were there for the Geelong, wasn't it sickening with the Geelong home game stuff?
Yeah.
And you're going to have Harley Reid and you're going to have Elliot Yeo and these young kids, and they're just going to go bang, bang, bang. Part of me wants us to lose.
All right, look,
do you know what I mean, though? Do you know what I mean?
It'd be a wake-up call to fly to change the standards.
There's too much attention on Pendles.
I'm busting for a fucking piece. I'll be back in a second.
We can.
No, you're right.
We can chop you out, mate.
Yeah, and it's always bloody West Coast as well that plays their grand final against us.
It's every team, Mallow.
Yeah.
But this in particular, like, so we have Carlton, who the Peter Mac Cup, that's their grand final. Melbourne, King's birthday, that's their grand final. Essendon, Anzac Day, that's their grand final. This one is, so every time West Coast play, they don't get to play us at the MCG. That's very rare. So it's MCG, Collingwood, it's Pendle's game, and they're playing us because we're shit. They're doing it because they think you're shit. Now, that's not necessarily true. It's mainly because it's a home game. But the narrative that McWalter will be pushing and will have stuff up in the change rooms will be that we're not going to smash them. It will be a tough game. Probably, if you're a betting man, you'll say it will be a close game. We might be no more than a goal or two up going into the third quarter, and you're still getting that feedback there, Mello. Have you got YouTube still on? Maybe mute YouTube.
I just moved my phone around to charge it, so it's probably that. But I'll have a look on my browser. Hang on.
Yeah, so you'll have StreamYard open.
Yeah.
You'll have YouTube open, but if you mute YouTube and just have StreamYard open, that should be fine. That sounds fine now.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I just got rid of a couple of the tabs on my phone, so hopefully that fixes it.
It sounds better now.
Yeah.
You know, the classic example of Collingwood not respecting an interstate team, especially even a more lowly interstate team in a big game, where we just thought the result was just a fait accompli, was the 2019 prelim against GWS. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I was trying to think of one because there's definitely been a couple where.
Yeah, that was the biggest one, because before that game, all of the media was Geordie De Goey had
Yeah, that's
hamstring
right. Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
So the
correct.
whole media in Collingwood we've got to get De Goey right for the grand final. So what
Yeah.
we're doing is we're going to send him to Germany, and he's doing this. He's going to get a specialist, and so he's going to be right for the grand final. What?
Collingwood.
So GWS have just gone, oh, hello, thanks for the motivation. You haven't. You got to win the prelim first, pies. And that fucking backfired on us big time. Like, we got absolutely outplayed for 3 quarters. We came back in the last quarter. I think we were 5 goals down at 3-quarter time. Mick, do you remember that game?
Prelim versus GWS.
2019. Yeah, like we've got a home prelim against the fucking GWS. But all the talk leading up to that was that how De Goey has gone to Germany to fix his hamstring, so he'll be ready for the grand final.
Yeah.
Haven't even played the prelim yet, and GWS just used that. Oh, look at this!
Yeah. That's motivation.
They're already talking about the grand final, and we fucking lost.
Yeah,
that's another one that got away. We always talk about the 2018, 2011, but 2019, we would have beaten Richmond that year.
You reckon?
It would have been 2.
Yes. Yes.
Media. Yeah, I reckon we would have 2. Yeah.
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 It would have been from
2018
the media pushing a Richmond Collingwood grand final because of the tickets and all that. They wanted the Richmond Collingwood grand final.
It was
because of all the money they'd make.
But
still got
Collingwood didn't shut
visions.
it down. There was no one from Collingwood was saying, hey, hang on a sec, when they were getting asked questions about it, which they were in press conferences. They should have been playing a flat bat and say, hang on, we've got a game to play against GWS. This is who we're up against. They're a formidable opponent, and we're not thinking about that at the moment. Geordie's another story. They weren't. The media would ask him a question about it, and they'd spend 5 minutes talking about De Goey. For fuck's sake!
Pretty much.
That's another flag. It's another flag. Who knows if we beat Richmond the next week? But it cost us a grand final appearance.
Yeah. I know. And you got to be in it to win it, mate. At the end of the day, mate.
We lost by 5 points. We lost by fine margins. That motivation, that disrespect of the opposition, and also it makes our own team just have this superiority. Oh, we've already won. We're going to just go play GWS. Can't wait till we finish that, and then we're playing the grand final against Richmond. And then GWS went and got absolutely smashed. You know what shits me about Richmond and Geelong and all these dynasty teams is they get served up lame duck fucking grand finals.
Oh, yeah.
Like Adelaide and GWS, Richmond and Swans.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you love to play a grand final against the Sydney Swans?
Yeah.
Oh, the dream.
Yeah. Richmond didn't get tested in any of their flags, mate. It was all no-shows.
Oh, even the
Geelong one.
Just watching Geelong just get dismantled and us being like, oh, God, this should be us, like just smashing this mob and, going 2 flags in 3 years. But, our own fault, unfortunately.
The problem with Collingwood is Collingwood thought that they'd beaten Richmond in the flag in 2018. Guys, that was just a prelim.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, we're going to play. That's another case of disrespecting. Oh, West Coast home grand final of the G 2018. 5 goals up at quarter time. Wow, we've got this in the bag, haven't we?
Yeah.
but it's accepted by Collingwood supporters. We accept second best.
And when we do win a flag, we kind of fucking turn it into a fucking 365 day fucking party. It's kind of like, mate, you're supposed to fucking win another one the year after, mate, not fucking celebrate, you know. And that's been
that's it.
the problem for years.
Hey,
mate.
did you guys happen to see the interview that Black and White United did with Paul Williams?
No, I've got it.
It's really good.
It's
And
good.
I forgot that Paul Williams, he's only like a year older than me. And he first joined the Pies in 1990, but his first game was in 1991.
Yeah.
So basically the hangover. But I forgot how close we got. By the end of 91, we were the best side in it, but failed to get into the top 6 on percentage.
Oh, okay.
And it's a classic example. We did the exact same thing in 2024, where we just fucking jazz ourselves, and then 6 months later, oh fuck, we better start. You know, it's so similar. Like if we'd gone into the finals in 91, we probably win back to back. Then you've got to and 91, 92, 92, we were equal first.
Yeah.
Played in an elimination final, out.
Yeah.
Straight set by St Kilda.
That was the year third played 6th, and it was an elimination final against St Kilda, from what I recall.
Yep.
And fucking Lockett killed us.
We could have won 2 or 3 flags in that period. Just like in the 2020 period, 2 or 3 flags there gone missing. And in that period where we lost 2018, another couple of flags there. And 2023, we've left a flag on the table there for sure. We should be 20 plus flags easily. But when we win a flag, we just fucking like, oh, okay, that's job done.
Yeah. And to top it off, we could have had Lockett in the fucking late 90s too. Add another flag in there, mate. Fucking Mark Richardson's son better be fucking as good as Lockett, mate. He owes us one, mate.
Is that you, Mello, doing the Morse code there?
Let me see who's crackling. Hold on.
What is it? Because I can hear it too.
Yeah.
It's gone now.
It's there, but it's low now. Now it's still there.
Sounds like someone crinkling up a packet of chips.
Mello, I'm just going to mute you. Hold on a second, Mello. It's Mello.
Mello. Hey, listen, mate. If you've got a packet of Samboy chips, you need to share them.
Yeah, because I just muted you, Mello, and it stopped straight away. It's your reception or something. I don't know. Something's crackling through the microphone.
Are you on a mobile phone?
See if that works.
Are you on a mobile phone?
Yeah.
Have you got a PC?
Oh, not at me at the moment. Nah.
Okay. The phone can be a bit troublesome with StreamYard sometimes.
Yeah,
it's feedback and stuff.
Very sensitive.
Just like
that
our
sounds
mate,
better.
our old mate.
Yeah, I changed to Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Who's our mate?
Our old mate that doesn't want to come on the streets anymore.
There's a few old mates who don't come on the stream anymore.
Yeah.
Makes for better streams.
Yeah, it does, especially when people aren't getting cut off, and you know the conversation's not, yeah, it does. Last, like the stream that I had last night, fucking flowed beautifully, mate. Yeah, no fucking bullshit, mate.
Yeah.
It's still happening, Mello. There's still a bit of crackling, mate.
I might come back. I might leave and come back and see if that works.
Yeah, try that, man.
I go charge my phone anyway. Yeah.
No worries, pal. Thanks, man. Yeah. I'm lost for words.
No, well, there's
Yeah.
there's a couple who have just like staying away right now, aren't they? Altogether.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ever since the watch along, where
Yeah.
someone was getting a bit offended, and
Yeah.
since the oh, you lipper haters, that Anthony highlighted on the stream.
Yeah.
They're not coming
And,
around here no more.
and it's all right to disagree. You know, it's all right if you love Lipa, but you know, you don't have to abuse the people that hate him. You know, you play the ball, play the ball, don't play the man. You know, that's all. That's all I'm gonna say. You know.
Yeah, these people are just passing through, and if we don't think they're representing the club that we love the way we should, we're going to tell them, because these guys are paid sometimes up to $1 million a year to play footy, something that we would give our fucking left nut to do, and they're public figures.
Yeah.
So if they're not doing a job, and it's consistently they're not doing a job, then they're public figures. They are open to scrutiny. No
Yes.
different to any other celebrity or politicians.
If some fucking actor, if some actor comes out and does a fucking absolutely atrocious fucking job at some, role, and it's fucking obvious that he's not trying and he's just phoning it in, he gets called out and he doesn't get any jobs anymore because people see that, he's not phoning it in. It's a public celebrity type fucking thing,
That's it, and it's part of a public role. They are privileged motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They get to do the best job in the world, and get paid up to 10 times more than the average wage to play sport. Right? So, and they get to play in front of 80,000 people and get adored by 90% or more of the fans. And then you're going to, a small subsection of the community are going to criticize them when they fuck up, like, and make a pattern of fucking up. But then also, if they do well, we'll be the first people to say, hey, credit where credit's due, at least in this community.
Yeah.
And then when they do well, we're 100% cheering for them.
Yeah.
We want them to do well. I want Darcy Moore to come back in the side. I don't want him to come back in the side, but he is going to come back in the side. And if he plays a blinder, I'm going to be very happy for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with Lipper. He's going to come back in the side, and I hope he does well.
Yeah. And I'm sure, like, I was praising Lipper when he played those fucking 3 great games last year, but that's all it was, man. So, and, that's just how it is, man. You can't, at the end of the day, man, in this it's a contact sport, and you cannot pick and choose when you go, man. And, it's bleedingly obvious that he has not gone when he should have gone. And, we're lifelong supporters, we're members, that's the thing, man. Dickheads like me fucking fork out fucking $1,000 a year to fucking pay for my membership to see this shit, So I can say whatever the fuck I want to say there because of that, yeah. Because I'm invested in it, man. I'm a shareholder, man. So yeah, there you go.
The people who get offended, they've got what's called the cult of personality. They look at these people like a hero, and they don't look at them objectively. They look at it in an emotional way, right?
Yeah.
And when you get that, that's like all cults. Whether it's a religious cult or
or a political leader that everyone just fucking
with a political
falls for.
leader, they're blind to bad stuff they do. It's no different. So they get emotional and defensive, like this is how can you say that about them? But it's we're criticizing them based on logic, based on results, based on what you're doing. And these players, if they're not aware of it at the time, hopefully their coaches are showing them replays and saying, at this point here, you've got to get better. This is what you need to do. So they're public figures, they're sports people, they get paid fuckloads of money, and that's part of the job. It comes with it. Now, here's the other thing, which people don't take into account, is that if there's not criticism, then a lot of these players, not everyone, a lot of these players, they're going to just keep cruising along. Because if they're not called to account, if they're not criticised, a lot of these blokes would just go, well, there's no consequences. And I would think a lot of these woke organisations now, a lot of them probably don't get criticised. We can't. No, don't. He's a bit emotional. Just leave him alone right now. They need us. But a lot of them at the same time would get protected against criticism because the club will treat them with gloves and the media often won't criticise them. Sometimes the media will over-criticise someone, especially if they're Collingwood. But you know what I mean? So it's actually better for them. Toughens them up. Fuck yeah, geez. You know, my fans are getting a bit uppity and you're right. Geez, I need to lift my game.
And these guys, they're mercenaries as well, They're just going where the money is.
They're passing through.
Yeah.
Dan Houston is passing through. You know?
Yeah. Whereas we're not passing through. We're here for life,
That's it. Dan Houston on 900,000.
Fuck.
Right? And now he's a smart guy. He could have gone and made a contest. And he knew to just he was in fourth gear. He slipped down into third gear because he knew that it would look like he was making a contest, but he wouldn't quite get there. First time I saw it, I thought that's what it was. I went back 15 seconds and I watched it again. So to most people's naked eye, it didn't look like he pulled out, but he did. He just decelerated. So that he knew, because if that was Bruzzy or Shooter, they're wearing that, and it's a contest and the ball goes free. But instead, Sydney get a goal. What did we lose by today? 5 points or 6 points?
6 points, mate.
Wasn't noticed by the commentators and most people. But me and a lot of people noticed that.
Fucking oath, Lucas is on 900K a year, and when you think about that, like I work for a very large company, and the bloke that fucking runs my whole department is got inundated. He's so busy and he's got so much responsibility under him, and he doesn't even get he gets not even half what Dan Houston's getting a year, mate. And the stress that he has to go through and the responsibility that he has, it's ridiculous. So
I tell you what, I bet you your boss has urgency at work. Dan Houston has absolutely no urgency. But what he does, I've been looking up the stats, and in champion data, he rates elite for jogging. Oh, he's very good at jogging.
Dan Houston's a nice comes from a nice affluent family. He probably went to a private school.
Of course, he went to Camberwell Grammar.
There you go. Yeah, he's got himself a nice girlfriend. Life's nice, yeah. Fuck, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, Stefanos said he must have noticed it too. Dogged it big time. Yeah, Geelong's not yikes, 900,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
900,000, mate.
Yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous? And
Yeah.
the other thing, when you get a player like that, he's a. We were talking about it in the pre-game stream about how many players in our side are untouchable to get dropped.
He's one of
Dan
them.
Houston, he would never get dropped.
And Dan Houston, the new whipping boy for the Warble, and pretty soon he's going to be my one too, mate. Fucking hell, man.
You know what's fun is that like I've got like a bit of good relationship going on with Dermot at the end of the woods.
Oh, okay.
And
yep.
I agree with about 99% of what those blokes opinions.
Yep.
Dermot is a big Dan Houston fan.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fun debate.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've been listening to some of his live stuff, and he's on the same page with us in regards to liver.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get him around to this.
I think sometimes what happens with players is that you emotionally you want them to do well, and I do want Dan Houston to do well, but there's non-negotiables.
Yeah, man.
Like if he goes out and gets 15 touches but uses it well and tackles and makes contests, I'm not that worried. But when he's like being lazy and not going when he should, then I don't care if he's had 30 touches. He probably had 30 touches tonight.
No, he had under 20.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
We looked at it. Yeah. He had an all-round fucking.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know who was really scathing of him? You know, Grant Thomas. Are you a Grant Thomas fan?
I really like Grant Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking pull any punches. And he put a Twitter post up bagging the fuck out of him. We'll see if I can find it. Fuck. Yeah, he like really singled out Dan Houston. Fuck, man. Hold on a second. Fuck, I don't know where how to find it. Anyway. Yeah, like really fucking scathing on him. Fuck, I've got to find it. I'll just read it out. Where are you, ultimate greatness? You have an early night tonight, huh? Here we go. Houston has been very selective tonight. He's standing out in a team that's having a red hot crack. You know, so what he's saying there, that the team's having a red hot crack. He probably posted this probably when the game was on, and the whole team's having a red hot crack, but there's Houston fucking shying away from the hard stuff. Yeah. In the chat, still 30 of yous, and I'm very humble about that. Fucking give us some questions. Do you want any topics you want me to talk about? I reckon we've dissected the game full on. Ask us anything. Stefanos, if Boris is around, I'll try and get him up on the cam. But every time I pick him up, fucking end up with fucking fluff all over me. Gives me the shits.
What color is he?
Black and white.
Yeah, we've got 2 of ours are white, and they molt the fucking get the furs everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you have the rollers?
Nah.
The rollers.
I probably should. Yeah, I probably should. When we take him for the checkup to the vet every year or something, we always give him a nice little fucking haircut.
Yeah, because if they're molted, you've got to groom them, or else they get a lot of fur balls.
Yeah. And we've always had black and white cats, like even growing up as a kid. Yeah. Yeah. Abs is saying, do you think we should go all in on Butters since Ben King is locked for Gold Coast for 3 years? Yeah, I reckon we should, man. Fuck it. Go all in for fucking Butters, mate. Look at the fucking cash. We're fucking starving for another fucking mid, man. We need another fucking gun mid, mate, next to Nick. Mate, Butters today playing for us would have fucking been we would have won at a canter, mate. Fucking oath, throw the kitchen sink, man. I'm sick of talking about the cunt. Fucking just give him the kitchen sink, mate, and he's ours.
I'll tell you what, games like we might not have won today, but if Butters is watching that, he's going, yeah, I want to play in that side.
Yeah. Because I reckon West is going to be a beauty, yeah? And if he's got 2 fucking elite mids fucking feeding him, he'll have a nice career, like a Jack Rewalt type career where, Dusty and fucking Cochin are fucking giving it to him lace out every fucking week. All in, mate. Stefanos agrees. I bet you fucking he goes to Geelong.
Oh.
Where the fuck do you afford all these players, Lucas? It's a fucking joke, man. It's fucking corrupt, mate.
They're cheap. And Geelong fans, they're like, yeah, they admit that they cheat.
Yeah.
They're proud of it. I don't know if they're proud of it, but at least they're not always proud of it, but they admit it.
Yeah.
They just basically Geelong, like Hawthorn, a lot of elite people. That's their team. You got to think about who they are. Like Hawthorn, very old school Thai network, and Geelong is kind of like
Geelong Grammar alumni.
So basically, they've just got essentially guys who are like billionaires who can just give them $200,000 in an envelope.
Yeah.
And basically, so like a Jeremy Cameron just has to go and have dinner at some old fucking ex-Liberal Party member's farm. I'm not suggesting certain stuff he must do at that farm, but he just has to go and entertain some people for one night a year. And there's, allegedly, I'm speculating, but that's how they would do it. That's how they do it. So many wealthy people, and it's not always that. They'd be more complicated, but it could be as easy as that.
Yeah.
Or they're promised certain gigs after. You're going to do this. We're going to do this after the game. Here's some certain type of shares or or you promise this and that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, especially Geelong. And it's no surprise that Geelong gets such a good run, not only with the salary cap and all of that. When they get caught breaking it, they don't get in trouble. They don't lose draft picks or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they get such a glorious run with the umpires.
Yeah. On top of that, I put it to you, Lucas, okay, that the bloke that fucking oversaw the collective fucking drug spiking of Essendon just happened to work for you bastards in the fucking 2000s, and before that, just happened to work at Brisbane. But what do you hear about that? Caro doesn't do a big fucking story about that because she's fucking muzzled. Okay.
Yeah, it must really annoy Essendon and Carlton because they're kind of establishment teams as well. Like Carlton, very connected. You know, Robert Menzies used to drive his limousine up into a car spot and watch the games at Princess Park.
Yeah.
It shows the real elite these days is not Essendon and Carlton; it's Hawthorn and Geelong.
Yeah.
And Collingwood sort of comes along for the ride just for the bums on seats.
Yeah.
Just for
Well,
because
we don't have the old money. We've got the new money,
No.
like Eddie
No.
Maguire, yeah. He's not like
Yeah.
old money, yeah.
Yeah. We come from that poor Irish Catholic working class, just from the slums, basically.
Yeah.
And part of why everyone hates Collingwood is that was always looked down on. So you ask someone why they hate Collingwood, or Eddie Maguire, or they'll come up with some bullshit. Their dad taught them to hate Collingwood. Their dad hated Collingwood. It's the same reason they're a Richmond supporter, is because their dad was a Richmond supporter and their dad hated Collingwood. Oh, I fucking hate Collingwood. Or if they're new to the game, they hate Collingwood because that's what everyone does. You just hate Collingwood. And that's fine. Like, I'm into that culture. Like, if I meet a Carlton supporter and he tells me Collingwood's their second team, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's just part of the fun.
Yeah.
But people, I don't know, why do people hate Collingwood? Oh, well, it's because of this. Oh, I don't know why that is. Oh, come on, man. It's getting late for you, man. You need to pull up stumps?
Yeah, I'll probably pull up stumps, man.
Yeah.
I just feel bad doing it when there's 30 people still watching, man. It's like,
mate, they've got their YouTube turned on, but how many have
I know,
actually?
because it's only Geelong Zone and Abdullah and Stefanos in the chat. Everyone's sleeping, mate.
You know what you can do? Not now, Mick, but I've done this. I'm on a basic plan with my StreamYard. Is that I've added Shawnee. I've got one extra spot on my StreamYard.
Oh,
so the idea is
he can access it and stuff.
Yeah. So if he was let's say if he was your admin or if I was your admin, you could go to bed and I could do an extra hour.
And control who comes on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
work it out someday.
So yeah,
man. But I've been up since 5 a.m, mate, and I'm fucking cooked. But I got tomorrow off. So it's not like I'm doing anything.
I'm cooked too.
You're cooked, Chrissy.
I'm cooked too, Mick. I'm cooked.
Mate, you've been going crazy too, mate. You've been on every stream, mate. You were hosting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Maybe
Matt?
I should do it. What time is it? Fuck, it's
3:30.
See, I'm lucky here. It's only 12:30 for me.
Yeah. You should start one, mate. If you want to go on till the early hours, mate.
Fucking tempted.
Yeah.
How many you got watching?
28.
You know who I need? I need a. Where's Sean been all day? Is he all right?
heard from Sean since he commented in our WhatsApp group earlier, and that was like before the game. That was during the VFL. That's the last time I heard from him talking about swaddling or something.
He might be in mourning about his boy.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah,
might have just gone radio silent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Matt, if you
anyway,
wanted to, tell me about StreamYard.
Yeah. What's that, Chris?
If you wanted to tell me about StreamYard, I'm on Facebook. If you wanted to find me, Matt. If you wanted to,
okay.
find me that way.
Yeah.
Tell me about it that way.
Just I've put go in the private chat there, Chris, and I've put my Facebook in the private chat. So if you click on that and put add friend, and then I'll accept that, and then we can message each other on Messenger. And when I've got a stream, I can send you links. So
all right. I'm your Facebook friend right now, Matt. Just now. Hey, Matt, are you related? Are you related to a former AFL player called Rowan Wolf?
No, different spelling. But maybe back in the past. Yeah. But no, people often thought we even looked a bit like each other. So
yeah,
I've just done it.
Okay,
I've just done it now, Matt.
All right, mate. I'm not gonna pick up another stream because
What's your plan? What's your plan during the week, Matt? You got you're gonna do one in the next couple of days or something like that? And by the way, everyone, if whoever's listening, follow Matt's channel, The Warble. Yeah. Just type in The Warble on YouTube. Matt, you know what he's like. Doesn't hold back, mate. Yeah.
I don't fuck around.
Catch you later, Stephanos. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Abdullah Shaker. Thank you, Lucas from the Geelong Zone. Legendary. I'll end it now. Thank you. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Chris. Thanks to all the other panelists that come on earlier. And my next one will probably be next Friday night before the West Coast game.
Thanks for having me, bro.
No worries, pal. And we shall converse again.
We will.
Yeah.
Talk
All
to you
right,
before
guys.
the
We will.
No worries. Exactly. All right. See you guys. Ending the stream now. Calm the pies. Calm the pies.
Hot pie.
Says,
all right.
John, go
See
the
you
boys.
all.